tonight, so get in here. We in here to vibe. Like and subscribe.
Hey y'all, am I late? Oh Jesus, when did the timer go off? Oh Lord, I'm about a minute late. Hey everybody, I was in there smacking my cookies in my husband's face, y'all. Y'all hit that thumbs up button for me, please, and thank you. How many thumbs up do I have? Do I have any moderators in here? I'm up here eating doubles. They're not double stuff. They just double chocolate. I think it's chocolate on chocolate. So chocolate inside of chocolate cookies. I think that's what it is. Ooh. It's good though. I really don't like chocolate on chocolate, but on this one right here, I don't know what's going on, but I ain't eating it, baby. Big in my damn bag, shit. What y'all got going on today? We're gonna talk about some shit today. Y'all thumb up in the chat if y'all can hear me. I don't even know if y'all can hear me. I'm just talking. She said we can hear you now. Okay. She said, good evening, Amor and LTs, DWs. Hit that thumbs up, please. 111 people, 217. Ooh, I got 111 thumbs up and 217 people in the building. Come on, y'all. Ooh, y'all trying to give me to go break or something. 5-minute break? Is that what we need? Let me see. Oh, hell yeah. We need a break. I'll be back. Let me eat this cookie. I'll be back. Y'all ain't ready for me yet. Y'all ain't ready for me. Y'all ain't ready for me, baby. All right, are y'all ready for me? Let me see. 151 ready for me? Let me see. No, y'all ain't ready for me yet. We got 200. We almost got 100 people more in here. Almost 100 people more. I'll be back. Okay, are we good now? Are we straight now? Come on, Bush Watchers. I'm gonna need y'all to hit that thumbs up. Y'all all over here. Listen to me, honey, child. Lord, honey, I'm obsessed, child. They love my voice, honey. Hey, everybody in the chat. I'm not gonna punish my true supporters because of these damn Bush Watchers over here with they nosy asses. You know what I mean? Don't want to hit the thumbs up button. Think that, think they heard me. You know what I mean? She said, do it members only. Y'all want me to do members only? No, I ain't gonna do members only. Not today. She said, Amora, don't punish us because them bush squirrels too stupid. Them bush squirrels. You old bush squirrel. You old bush squirrel. Anyway, we are going to talk about Teyana. Y'all gave me that story, Iman, and I was calling him Iman yesterday. Shit, I ain't know how to pronounce his name. But Iman and Teyana Taylor is who we are going to be talking about today, baby, because, baby, if he ain't a bitter baby daddy out here in these streets, honey, baby, another bitter baby daddy wanted his baby mama to go to jail. Can you imagine these men? Can you imagine these men wanting their baby mamas to be locked up, baby, throw away the key, honey? Can you imagine where you find these hurt feeling motherfuckers from? Well, please tell me, where do you find these bitter, hurt, want to live in the past? The divorce is over, signed, sealed, and delivered, and they still mad in their feelings about something that didn't happen during the divorce. Baby, it's over. What part of that do these bitter, hurt, feeling men do not understand, baby? Now, listen, I'm new to this story, you guys. I'm new, very, very new to the story. I really didn't even know who the hell these people were. But I looked into them, listening to I'm gonna let y'all listen to it as well. Little her IG message that was leaked, and that's why he want her to go to jail, right? Because she went on IG trying to take up for herself. These men want to come out here and push a narrative and get mad if you try to take up for yourself. Lord forbid, you are not supposed to defend yourself. They supposed to leak information out to their flying ass monkeys, right? They flying ass monkeys supposed to put things out. And if you go and try to clear some shit up, oh my God, contempt. I want you to shut her up while I continue to talk. If I don't talk, I can pay the bloggers to say this or say that. Okay? All right? So we're going to play it, but y'all, what we going to do with these bitter ass baby daddy men? Honey, they want the women, they want the baby mamas not even in jail. They want them under the jail. And the funny thing about it is, we're going to hear it in a minute, but she's going to talk about how she was basically the primary sole provider at some point or the other in the relationship. She made more money than him. I don't know what it is, but men be mad about that, honey, because baby, and he don't want to put it out there. And so they putting out there, oh, you a user, you use him, you took all his money, you messed over his money, you ruined his reputation, this, and the other. And he ain't came out and said, you know what, that's a lie, y'all. She ain't really do that. I wasn't shit. Anyway, I had other shit that helped ruin my reputation, right? They don't say that. They would never, ever say that, right? What they will do is double down on it or act like the goddamn victim is what they would do, right? So when I just sat here and listened and read up on this story, well, not just, but been doing it today. And I said, oh my damn God, we got another, not another one, not another bitter baby daddy, not another man that want to see his baby mama jailed for up to 20 days, honey. He want her in jail, child. He told the judge, lock her up. Lock her up, honey. Child, you know what? You want to know what's so funny? The records is sealed on their divorce as well, right? It's sealed, but he's leaking information out. He's leaking what he want to leak out to the public, but the record is supposed to be sealed, right? But then get mad when she come out and defend herself. So I don't know if y'all heard today, but Lil Ankle Stank Breath, right? He done did the same damn thing, y'all. The truth and went and had the records sealed. And I'm going to tell you why. Okay? Because, baby, he only want one narrative out here. He only want one narrative, okay? He only wants what he done already allowed to be leaked, right? He didn't steal it when he put all that fraudulent bullshit in there, right? He didn't steal it then. But he don't want Briana's response, her answer, to be seen by nobody because, baby, she got to come with the receipts. She has to answer to everything that he put in those contempt, which is a lot. This Joker he went and filed some shit today, y'all. Some more shit, should I say. And let me tell you something. Oh my God. I don't understand why he doesn't understand that a judge will see through his pettiness. You understand what I'm saying? I don't understand why he don't see that. She said sealed. Can he do that? Oh, yeah. You can ask for your court records to be sealed if it's sensitive information in there. They are talking about the child. He is asking for custody, which he can't. Anyway. I let his dumb ass think he can do whatever he want to do. He's a fucking dumb ass. Let him think. Oh, let him think whatever he want to think. But he doesn't want people. Let me tell you why he sealed his record. One, because he's not going to get a lawyer, and he does not want them to know that he's not getting a lawyer, and that he's not going to use the money toward a lawyer because he's using the money toward his rent. Right? That's one reason. But second, he sealed it because he doesn't want anybody to know Briana's response. Briana has to bring receipts to the things that he's accused her of. And he doesn't want anyone to know the truth. Okay. He don't want people to see the real receipts, right? that combats what he said, because he want to push a narrative. You know what I mean? Oh, she did this, she did that, she did this. She ain't do this, she ain't do that, she ain't do this. I didn't know this, I didn't know that, I didn't know this. Nah. And the real receipts would tell a story, a whole different story. And baby, I was ready for it. You hear me? I don't know what the real story is, but I can only imagine. But baby, when I tell you I was ready for it, I was ready for it. Okay. Now here's the thing. Records don't stay sealed forever unless it's y'all can look it up. It's just different criterias that makes a record stay sealed forever. You know what I'm saying? Like if it's some mental health issues or some physical abuse with the on a child, or the sex abuse on a child, or even it was another one. It was mental health. I can't think of the other one off the top of my head, but they only keep it sealed for certain things in the in a order. Okay. Other than that, it only stays sealed for a little bit and then it goes back public, or some of it will go back public. Like how Justin did. You remember when Justin got his sealed? So he got the part sealed where, the kid was being accused of being the M word. Y'all remember that on Cora's situation? So all of that right there was sealed, but we were able to see the other frivolous bullshit that he was claiming that she did. Okay. So, but anyway, what I'm saying is I'm not going to get too far in it. What I will say is a judge can see when you are trying to pull oh, she smiled different today. Oh, her hair was out of place. Oh, she sneezed. And I think she was talking about me when she was serving me by saying something about her hair. Bullshit, right? All types of bullshit. But let me just say this. Judges see and smell bullshit a mile away. Okay? But anyway, let's get back on I'm about to call this nigga Iman again. What's his name? Iman. Oh Lord, why I want to call him Iman? Because that's how I spell. But let's get back on Iman being bitter out here. The record seal, but things are being leaked. But because she addressed it, because she's like, okay, let me ask y'all something right quick. Let me ask y'all something before we get too far into this. If a blogger that's supporting you, okay? If a blogger, she said the judge has to grant it to be sealed. Yep, the judge can grant it to be sealed. And if you say, oh, they're getting this information, they're getting that information, I believe that she's putting it out, this, that, and the other, the judge can temporarily grant it to be sealed until they hear from the other party and find out if it's true or not. You understand what I'm saying? So they can do that and whatnot. But when they, you have to provide receipts and so forth. But anyway, let's continue. I mean, it does have something to do with the child, right? And then they are asking, anyway. So she said, I went through with this. It's not guaranteed. Okay. But anyway, let me say this. What would you do if you are in a situation, if somebody is defending you, right? Is supporting you, should I say. They're out here supporting you, but they're supporting you and they're putting out wrong information, right? They're putting out information like you a gold digger. You just took this man for his money. He bought you this. He bought you that. You ruined his reputation. You bankrupt him and this, that, and the other, right? The person that's supporting you is putting this information out about your ex, right? If you don't come out and defend your ex and say, no, that's not true. I can't let y'all run with that one, this, that, and the other. Do you think that is compliance or not? If the person don't come out and clean it up and say, that's not true, that didn't happen, that didn't happen. Is that compliance? If you don't come out and dispute what your supporter is saying about your ex, are you in compliance, or are you just like, man, I'm not getting in this mess? They can think whatever they want to think. What do y'all think? What do y'all think? If someone that's supporting you is putting out lies about your ex, do you think it is your duty to come out and say something in regards to your ex? Or do you think that they should just be like, man, it ain't me. I ain't telling them to say it. They just saying whatever they want to say. She said, that's not going to happen. Seal what the truth. He's going down. You can file whatever. She said, I like your energy. I am so over the two shenanigans. I am just hanging on to see Bree triumph over the madness. What Tamik say? Let me go back up. What you say, Tamik? Let me see. I don't even see it. It must be all the way up there. I don't see what you said to me. I'm trying to follow the yellow brick road, but I don't see it because I wasn't really looking at the. But anyway, what did y'all say? She said he's not in compliance because he wants them to run with the lies. It's about cool because if something came out now, we have to judge now. It only came out from him. No, it's not my personal period. They can say whatever they want to say. Okay, so you saying that you wouldn't say anything, right? Is that what you're saying? Not speaking up his compliance. Okay. So I see some people saying that you think that he is in compliance because he wants them to run with the lies. And some people saying no, speaking up. Okay, so you're saying the same thing, you're just saying it differently. You're saying the same thing, but you're saying it differently. All right. So with that being said, that's what Iman did, right? So these people came out and it's like, oh, she was a gold digger. She took you for your money. She ruined your reputation. She left you high and dry. And he ain't came out and said nothing. And she like, baby daddy, you ain't gonna come out and tell him this shit is wrong. You ain't gonna stop them from spreading these lies, right? And he's like, no, I didn't say anything because, I thought we weren't even supposed to be talking about the divorce stuff. Like, I'm not gonna say anything. I mean, I didn't say anything because I just, I didn't want to entertain the foolishness. You didn't say anything because you was okay with them pushing this false ass narrative. You understand what I'm saying? And in my opinion, the same thing that happened with LaTruth. He didn't come out and stop these bloggers from telling all these damn lies. You know what I'm saying? They was just telling lies after lies after lies after lies after lies. And guess what? Some of the lies that they told, he even jumped on the bandwagon and was like, yep, I was abused. You remember when it was like, oh my God, Briana actually abused him instead of him abusing Briana. He's like, yep, I'm abused. Hashtag men abuse. Abuse on men. Y'all remember that? Do y'all remember when LaTruth turned around and act like he was the victim? Like he was the victim of domestic violence? Do y'all remember that? It was early on. It was early on when the bloggers started coming out saying that LaTruth was the actual victim because they went back and looked at some old skits, right? Where, Briana knocked his hat off his head in the pool or something like that. And they're like, oh, he was the one abused. And he was like, yep, I was abused. I was attacked. I've been beat and I didn't say anything because I didn't want to, I didn't want to come out and whatever, right? I've been abused, right? So anyway, so he did that, okay? So anyway, nevertheless, let's talk about Teyana and Iman's situation, okay? All right, so here goes the timeline. Teyana Taylor filed for a divorce. Well, she announced that they were separated in September of 2023, okay? They were married in 2016, October the 1st. They had their second daughter in 2020, okay? They welcomed their first daughter before marriage in 2015. The very next year, they got married and had their second daughter 4 years later, okay? Then she came out and announced their separation in 2023. So they weren't even married for a long time. Well, they got married in 2016 and divorced in 2020. Well, the divorce went final in 2024, but they separated in 2023, right? And she said she put more emphasis on this, loud and clear, that infidelity was not a factor, okay? So she did that because she wanted to foster a peaceful co-parenting relationship, okay? She said, I'm committed to being the best co-parent that, you can ever ask for. Infidelity was not an issue in our divorce, right? In our marriage. So anyway, the divorce was finalized in July of 2024. Teyana received 4 of their 7 properties. So, you know, when I said that the title says that Teyana and Briana both have bitter baby daddies, they both bitter, but they're different in a lot of ways, okay? And I have to tell you how they are different. Well, Briana baby daddy don't own not shit, okay? Nothing, right? Whereas Teyana baby daddy did own some properties, okay? So, you know, that's where we difference, okay? That's where we difference, all right? So anyway, so Teyana received 4 of the 7 properties, and Iman received 3, all right? And he ended up with the Miami condo, honey. Child, oh Lord. But anyway, in 2025, after the divorce was filed in 2025, Teyana Taylor accused, his last name is Schumpert, something like that. Anyway, I'm gonna call him Iman, that's easier. She accused him of leaking false information about the divorce settlement to promote his music career, okay? So he kind of did the same thing, you know, tried to promote his music career, and also was talking about the divorce in his music, or really talking about her in his music. I wonder who else done that. But anyway, so he said he leaked some information, and he requested the court to hold, and she requested the court to hold him in contempt and issue him a fine. But when you file for contempt, the issue to fine is actually on the same line, if you will, as issue you a fine or in jail for up to 20 days. And the reason why I'm saying this, because when they check that, you know, I want the court to hold them accountable and issue them a fine and jail time or jail time up to 20 days. It's under the same block. Do you understand? You know what I'm trying to say? So you don't separate and say, oh, I want them to have a fine or I want them to go to jail. It's under the same line. So she checked that one, right? So that kind of pissed him off or whatever. He's like, wait a minute, this girl trying to make me go to jail or whatever. So she's like, no, you know, I don't want my baby daddy to go to jail. That's not what it is. You know, I just wanted him to really stop, right? But I wanted him to be fined for what he did, but I never wanted my baby daddy to go to jail. All right, we're going to fast forward in a minute because, baby, he been mad about that ever since she did that, okay? So anyway, that happened in 2025, okay? Actually, it happened in March. So now fast forward, it's May, right? March is a couple of months ago, right? It's May. So she filed requesting the court to hold him in contempt and issue him a fine. He turns around and filed just recently, but baby, he is saying that she took to the internet or whatever and against the court order in contempt and just talked about shit in a divorce that she should not have talked about, right? So because of that, not only does he want her to be held in contempt, but he has the judge to throw her ass in jail for 20 days. Yes, Iman, how do you say his last name? Schumpert asked the judge to throw his baby mama in jail for 20 days. Okay. So now we're going to listen to the leaked, I ain't even going to say the leak, but we're going to listen to the rant that she had on IG. And this is the one that he said he want her held in contempt for. Okay. It's since been deleted, of course, but we're going to play it on here. We're going to let you listen to all of it. It's about 30 something minutes long, but it's good though. You understand what I'm saying? So here we go. We're going to listen to it. Let me pull it up. Hold on. Let me see if I can do it like this. Excuse me. Hold on. I'm going to put their picture up while we let this play. All right. Let's put their picture up while this video plays, okay? Here we go. Let me know if y'all can hear this.
What I wanted to do was clear that up. it becomes a whole argument. I kept telling Iman, listen, like we're in a great space. Like I just want you to stand up for me the way I stand up for you. He then starts bringing up stuff from 2023. Nah, because when you and I did this and da-da-da. Okay, cool. So now you're giving me confirmation that you are still in your feelings about something. You're in your feelings about something. And that's the part that's confusing me, because this divorce had been signed, sealed, delivered in all of the things in 2024. It's 2025. It's 2025.
Now, y'all, can y'all hear this? Let me know if y'all can hear what she's saying. Because it's important what she's saying. She's saying they've been divorced since 2024, and he's still bringing shit up. It's 2025, and he's still talking about what happened during the marriage. She's trying to move on. I think she's dating. Ain't she dating Pierre? That's Mustafa. Anderson. What's his name? Aaron Pierre. That's Mustafa. Yeah. Aaron Pierre. That's Mustafa. Ain't she dating him now? Ain't she getting wood from him now? She dating him, screwing him, or whatever, right? But he want to still bring up some shit that happened during the marriage. You understand what I'm saying? Now, you know, you got to be a bitter baby ass daddy when you want to still bring up shit that happened during the marriage. Nigga, we done with. Why are you talking about you built me up? You built me up. You gave me this life. You gave me that. What? What? I know you ain't talking about that. And we over. We ain't even an item no more. And you still talking about what you did for me in the marriage? Honey, you bitter. Nigga, you bitter. You whole bitter. All right?
So it's just like I am, filming 3 movies and a TV show. I am getting ready to release my 2nd Air Jordan. Like I have a lot of things going on. Where would I find the time to bash you, especially if you've been in a great space? Like we literally call each other baby daddy, baby mom. Like, what's up, baby daddy? What's going on? Boom, boom. And something you got coming up, I'm like, good luck. We claiming that shit. You got this. Boom, boom, boom. Like we've really been on solid terms. So I'm trying to understand why you would feel the need not to stand up for me against some shit that you know is not true. On top of the fact that I got proof that you have been leaking these rumors. And it's been literally the same routine. I win an award, a rumor drops. I drop a new movie, a rumor drops. Sneaker premiere, sneaker launch, rumor drops. Movie premiere, rumor drops. Like it's always something when I have something going on that drops. Now, let's get to why I had to file a motion. I had to file a motion because I told Iman, I'm like, yo, I'm telling you as the mother of our children that I don't feel safe and you're on this phone starting an argument. So at this point, I'm helpless. So I had to file a motion. Now, where y'all getting the jail thing mixed up is when you file a motion, a motion is what you have to file. Either file a motion or sue him. I'm never going to sue him. It's never that deep. Filing a motion is like,
you see how she said, I'm never going to sue him because it's never that deep? Child, y'all know big stank breath trying to sue Bree for $7,000. Make it make any type of sense, baby. She said it's never that deep, but it is for him, honey. He want them coins, baby. He want some coins from a single baby mama that ain't even his, honey. Anyway, child, let me just go on and play this damn thing.
Terms are violated, then it could lead up to a fine or jail time. Teyana did not go and demand jail time. Teyana is not trying to get Iman put in jail. One thing about it, let's be very clear. Teyana has tried to keep this divorce private before it even started. I filed for divorce and our initials to protect me, Iman, and our children. And I stood on that. Our divorce was private and off the radar for a whole year until Iman decided to file a motion, which technically, he filed a motion that states he wants this divorce proceeding to go on with our full and legal names. Now, this divorce happening with our full and legal names, you know what that means. That means media circus. That means whatever it is that we do in this divorce, foul, motion, response, rebuttal, whatever it is now public information.
Yeah.
I never sent him to jail. Like I see, okay, some of y'all still coming in. So yeah, it's just like, let's be clear. I never sent him to jail. Let's also be clear. Y'all said that I won this luxury tour bus. I want a luxury Sprinter. I want a luxury, the Maybach, and I won a Bronco, and I won a Jeep Gladiator. What's that? 5 or 6 cars that I named? I bought those. I paid for those. Trust me, I've seen a lot of women in the comments be excited for me and say, yeah, girl, as you should. No, it's not no as you should. I walked away with what was mine.
It was hers, baby. She was the bag, okay? She was the bag, okay?
Let's be clear. Let's be clear. And these are cars that I literally bought in the midst of our marriage, during our separation, during our divorce. I walked away with what I came in with. I came in with my own properties. He came in with his own properties. It's about 4 properties that both me and Iman put time, construction, money, hundreds of thousands of dollars into our properties. We have 4 of those. He got 2 of those, and I got 2 of those. Now, 4, 5, 6, 7. That leaves us with 3 properties. Let's get ready to do some math. This property right here was a property that Iman paid for all by himself that had nothing to do with me. These 2 properties right here is properties that I put money into that I bought all by myself out of my pocket. Y'all sitting there going off of networks that has nothing to do with nothing. Them shits ain't even real. Like, it's really weird to me because it's really disappointing that you have people like The Shade Room or all these other blogs that are literally sitting there bending the narrative. Is insane. And further showing me that we understand what's going on here. We understand what's going on here. Like, one thing y'all know I've done is be graceful this whole time. I've handled this whole divorce with grace. When Iman first leaked the divorce and found our names to go public, who jumped on the internet and protected him? I jumped on the internet and said, y'all just please stop. Like, just, I don't want y'all in a group chat. Just please give me and my family some privacy. Protected him. When the lights was turned off and the utilities and shit was turned off, who got up on the internet and again protected Iman? Ain't nobody get my lights turned off. I boom, 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 da 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 da. Before y'all even knew that he was ever getting a divorce.
So right there. So basically, when she says she protected him, she came out to the internet and lied. So he got her lights turned off and she came out and defended him by saying, no, nobody got my lights turned off. That's not true, this, that, and the other. So she protected him. Why? Because she was protecting his image. She lied about it, even though he did get the lights turned off. You know, that's what some of these women do. They come out here and they lie, trying to protect these lame ass bitter baby daddies, but it ain't good enough. You know what I mean?
Of course. When all the scandals came out about Iman, I'm the one that jumped on the internet and said, not too much on my best friend. We're still doing this. We're still doing that. This is my buddy. This is my da 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 da. I've done nothing but try to protect us. So the fact that you are okay with the world thinking that I took you for everything that you had.
Ooh, y'all better listen to this right here, honey, because you hear this. She said the fact that you are okay with letting the world think that I took you for everything you had, honey. If this ain't a mirror, what we looking at right now, this ain't a mirror because you want the world to think that I am the reason that you broke, Joker. What? Oh, Lord, let's listen, honey. Let me go back just one little bit right here. Just one little bit right here. Okay, here we go.
We're still doing that. This is my buddy. This is my da 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 da. I've done nothing but try to protect us. So the fact that you are okay with the world thinking that I took you for everything that you had, have the world thinking that I tried to get you locked. locked up, sitting here playing victim. Let me explain something to y'all about people.
Man, victim.
For people that's saying, oh, well, what would Iman get out of leaking these rooms that make him look bad? Some people are okay with looking bad just as long as you look worse.
Ooh! Boom, 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 boom. Did y'all hear that? Let me run that back right quick, baby. Let me run that back. Did y'all hear that? Some people are okay with looking bad as long as you look worse. Oh.
Well, what would Iman get out of leaking these rooms that make him look bad? Some people are okay with looking bad just as long as you look worse.
Ooh.
Okay? Y'all have to understand that. Y'all have to understand that. Before this divorce, during this divorce, and after this divorce, I protected that man with all I had in me. With all I had, I've been nothing but solid to that man. And all I asked for was for him to stand up for me. Stand up for me. You see what's happening. You see it's not true. If I didn't file that motion, then I would have had to continue to deal with this. I have 3 movies coming up and a TV show coming up in the same year. You think I want to keep dealing with, oh my God, new movie comes out. Here's another random rumor about a divorce that's a year old. Second movie come out. Here's another rumor. Third movie come out. Here's another rumor. And then it's always conveniently coming out when Iman has a new song or a new venture coming his way. I'm not here to talk about any of our personal business. I'm here to talk about exactly what is on the internet that is making me look like I'm some type of villain. So yes, of course, a person is willing to leak some shit that make them look like a victim. It's not cool. It's not cool. And then y'all saying, oh, she's always responding. Teyana hasn't responded to anything. The only thing I've ever responded to was me protecting him. Me protecting him. I'm waiting for y'all to show me the proof where I said, put Iman in jail. I've never, ever, ever said put Iman in jail. Never. Never. But what we're not going to do is act like I wasn't Teyana Taylor before I got with Iman Shumpert. Iman Shumpert was not even in the NBA when I was Teyana Taylor. What are we talking about? Let's be clear. What if I want to get my back blown out in peace? You think I got time to talk about a divorce that's a year old?
Girl, you just said that the girl want to be nailed to the cross in peace, but she got to sit here and hear about, I made you, I built you, you jumped in my DM, I did this for you, I did that for you, what? I did that, what's going on? Honey, she wants to get her back blown out in peace, baby. She ain't got time to be trying to worry about no damn old ass divorce, baby. What? It's over. It's over.
That's a year old, y'all. Let's be fucking for real.
For real, Teyana.
Let's be real,
girl.
And I'm like just so irritated because I didn't want none of this to come out from the beginning. So when people saying, for everybody that's saying, oh, well, this y'all celebrities, this will come with it. No divorce stuff is private. It can absolutely stay private if you allow it to stay private. I'm gonna give you one even better. We went to mediation that he did not show up to. Mediation avoids you from going to court. Sorry, my phone's dying. Mediation is for you to figure it out before you even have to take it to court. I'm not negotiating nothing. I don't want to boom, 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 boom.
Y'all know it's a bitter baby daddy if they ain't trying to negotiate shit with you. You hear me? If they ain't trying to meet you in the middle, baby, they bitter than a motherfucker, baby. I'm talking about bitter than one of them lemon drops. You hear me? They just bitter. Bitter, baby, bitter.
Now we got to go to court. Cool. We'll go to court because we can't figure it out. He won't show up to mediation. I'm stuck paying for that. Bet. Cool, we got to go to court. My biggest mistake, but something that I don't regret, was giving him the amount of grace that I gave him because it only backfired on me. It only backfired on me because
y'all hear that? You can't be giving them dudes that much grace, honey, because it would backfire on your ass. Okay?
Gave a man grace who didn't give it back. So for y'all sitting there saying she want to see the father of her children in jail, I never said that. But most importantly, as the mother of his children, I told him I didn't feel safe. Niggas is saying, yeah, because if I was Trump, I would have off that bitch. She would have take her to see the king. And da, 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 da. I'm literally getting threats by grown men. By grown men. And I'm literally going to my ex-husband. Keep in mind, me and Iman are on good terms. I didn't even know we was beefing. So I hit him on some like, hey, baby daddy, what's going on? Like, yo, like, people was putting out these blogs. And then, you know, somebody's kind of sending me a little bit of proof that you're paying to ship this stuff around to promote and help trend your name. Like, you know, I'm like, but I don't want to believe that it's you because we're in such a great space. Like, I got love for you for real, for real. You feel what I'm saying? Like, I got love for you for real, for real. So I just like want to know if you could like stand up for me. Cause I mean, I feel like I've been standing up for you. For you to say I've been protecting you by staying silent. That's so like passive aggressive and like, what you trying to say? You protecting me by staying silent. You're protecting me by making me look like I took everything from you. Are you serious? Do you realize even when I made the post to say I not too much of my best friend, that was to give you a clean slate to do what you wanted to do, whether that was move on, get it right, fight for your family, whatever it was. I gave you a clean slate without people having to bash you. You were caught in the scandal around the time I made that announcement, not me. So it's just like, I don't know what the issue is. And like I said, above all, we wound up going to court. I watched you say some really, really hurtful and nasty things about me. I still was cordial with you. I still was also, we're not going to sit here and make it seem like Teyana's using Iman for anything. Like at the end of the day, yes, Iman made his money and so did I. I've been in this business since I was 15 years old. We're not going to act like my bank account is like, nah, we're not doing it. I've had several Jordans. I've had several movies, several deals, like all still active. All still active. And the crazy part about it is I said nothing when him and his lawyer told the internet, oh, Teyana's making more money. Teyana's bringing more money a month in than Iman is. Just because Iman played ball don't mean that this is the thing where it's like I'm trying to take money off of him. Iman haven't played ball since 2020. So yes, actively during the divorce, I was bringing more money than him. And I am. So it's just like, how are we sitting here?
Another breadwinner, honey. Another breadwinner. Another female as the breadwinner. Then these bitter babies, they get jealous, insecure, and they just grow even more bitter, and more bitter.
Making it seem like I'm being a gold digger or taking from him. And we're not going to do that. I bought my tour bus with my hard-earned money. I bought my Sprinter with my hard-earned money. I bought my Maybach with my hard-earned money. I bought my Maybach after Iman crashed my Rolls Royce and never replaced it. That I also bought. Okay? What are we talking about? Every single car that I walked away with, I literally paid for out of my pocket. Out of my pocket.
That's just like people paying for wedding rings, weddings, and cars and all that type of stuff out of their pocket too, baby.
At this point, I made myself clear. Y'all gonna think what y'all want to think regardless. Y'all gonna still run with y'all narratives because that's what people do. But one thing you will have clear is that Teyana ain't take nothing from Iman. Oh, and that $1 million y'all claiming that 7-figure, 8-figure, it was a one-time fee of $1 million in damages.
She just said that like it wasn't shit. But anyway, child. Ooh, funny. She said it was just this little bitty one-time fee of $1 million. You know what I mean?
When Iman crashed the $400,000 Rolls Royce and Iman, you know, whatever other stuff he did, that was the things he had to pay me back. Iman left me with a whole lot of shit. That's another thing. Let's be clear with that too. When you're dividing marital assets, when you're dividing houses and stuff, if it's still bills a part of it, if it's still whatever taxes, who you think got to pay for that? Because let's be clear. You think Auntie want to be stuck paying taxes and bills and no. But guess what? I've been doing it. So
why is it that the bitter baby daddies they just stick the damn woman with the taxes. I noticed that. Like, what? Where the real men at? That's what we need to. We need to do a campaign. Where the real men at? Y'all up here talking about where the haters at? Where the real men at? Okay, we're gonna do a boots on ground. Where the real men at? Y'all be like, where them haters at? Where the real men at, y'all? Really? Oh Lord.
Not a win-win for either one of us. At the end of the day, we were two people that really loved each other at one point. And let's be real. We were two people that really loved each other at one point. You feel me? No one wins when the family feuds. Point blank.
Sure do not. Nobody win.
And one thing that y'all can't ever take away from me is how much I love that man and how much I've held him down and how solid I've been to him. Love is the most important thing. And that's something that was snatched away from the both of us. So to think that even if that was the case, that I took something from him to, you know, get a house and get a car and boom, 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 like, that shit means nothing. That means nothing. That means nothing. That means nothing at all. I never tried to send Iman to jail. I'm still not trying to send Iman to jail.
But he trying to send her to jail, baby. He told the judge, honey, he don't even want her to stop at no stop sign or nothing, honey. He said straight to jail. She goes, honey. The baby daddy want her in jail, baby. Straight in jail.
However, I had to file a motion to get him to leave me alone so we can both go and live our life. And
leave her alone. Another man bothering his ex over some old ass bullshit that happened during the marriage. Another bitter baby ass daddy that can't move on. Do not have the gift of moving the fuck on.
Please. Like, I'm confused because y'all know peace is what I want. Like, I don't want no slow, bro. Like, I'm too happy right now.
She said she too happy. She got Aaron, Pierre, that's Musafa. Aaron, Pierre, that's Musafa, baby. Honey, she said, I'm good right now, y'all. Stop playing with me.
I'm too happy right now. I'm so happy. You think I'm gonna sit here? You talking about some divorce that only makes me look like I'm coming with a whole bunch of baggage. Like, nobody want to do that. But yeah, like I said, it is what it is.
Them men don't be ready for them women to move on so fast. You understand what I'm saying? They be ready. They be mad. Okay.
This divorce, these settlements, and all this fake force shit. All this stuff is old. They tried to put this out back in June 2024, but it didn't work because right after court, I flew straight down to Paris Fashion Week and was doing all of that. So it was overshadowed.
She talking about, say Mufasa, more Mufasa. It's Musafa. It's Musafa. She talking about, say Mufasa. Say Mufasa. It's Musafa.
And then it's
Aaron, Pierre is Musafa.
Now, days after my Black Woman in Hollywood Essence Award, now this comes back up to the light. And not only is it coming back up, but it is also not true. It's not true. Y'all forgot after the divorce, he went and did skits. He went and did skits, creating a narrative about the da-da-da. Man, LA took boy, you got da-da-da. He went and did skits. He's been throwing
Can you imagine a bitter baby daddy going to do skits about the breakup? A baby daddy going to do skits about the divorce? Who do y'all know does shit like that? That will literally go and do skits about the fucking divorce. Anybody? Do y'all know that?
I said me the whole time through his music. He's doing skits. Like, at the end of the day, y'all didn't see me do none of that. I've done nothing but work my ass off and mind my business. But y'all forgot all of that. Y'all forgot all that. It's awfully strange how even today, as we speak,
it's Musafa.
It ain't been on the Shade Room for more than 20 minutes that whatever they posted, his lawyer was already responding. Well, babe, that was the energy that I need, attorney Still. That was the energy that I needed when the other fake rumor came out, and it looked
I like the way she calling out his motherfucking attorney on her IG. I'm loving it, y'all. I am just loving the energy. She said, that's the energy that I needed, attorney Steele. Like, what the fuck? You answered after this one. Why you ain't answered before?
I was taking the man for all he got. When I reached out to my ex-husband and I told him that I didn't feel safe, why didn't you and your people clear it up then? Why didn't y'all do it then? Because you looking like the victim brings you more of whatever you feel like makes you feel better.
And it does. You heard what she said. Him looking like a victim brings him more, honey. These men love looking like the victim. I ain't never seen it ever, y'all. I ain't never seen it before. These men love looking like victims, playing like they are the victim. Another bitter baby daddy ass victim out here in these YouTube internet streets. What the hell?
Oh, making like a villain for what? This shit is a year old.
Whole year, baby. A year old. The divorce is old. It's old. It's old.
Like, come on. Like, I please show me the proof where I want to send him to jail. Show me the proof where I ever said anything foul about Iman publicly, anything foul about Iman to y'all. I've done nothing but protect this man. I can't control what's in our divorce documents. At the end of the day, when you have to get divorced and you're getting divorced, you have to speak your truth. I spoke my truth just like Iman. The shit only got put out because Iman leaked the divorce documents from Jump Street. Our divorce was private. Our proceedings was private. Everything was private for a whole year. Y'all didn't even know. I'm gonna give you one even better. The same time that I filed for divorce, I still had Iman opening up for me on tour. Iman was still with me on tour. Let's talk about it.
Let's talk about it.
Iman was with me on tour. We singing Wake Up Love, we kissing, we hugging, we da-da-da-da. Like, at the end of the day, I still had your back. I still looked out for you. And that's another thing. Y'all sitting there saying, like, at the end of the day, I always held Iman down. When Iman stopped playing basketball, I got him on the shot. I called Lena and said, yo, these motherfuckers is playing with my husband. Like, he's so much bigger.
They always want the woman to get something for them, do something for them, get them in a door, open up a door, get them booked, get them, help to tell your supporters to support me. Like, they always expect a woman to go way and above for them. And they come out to the internet and play victim and just act like they can't stand the person, right? But behind doors, behind the closed doors, the woman is still trying to help they lazy, bitter asses. Make it make sense.
In basketball, he's so much bigger than boom, 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 boom. Like, he could act, he could model, he could boom, 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 he could do whatever he want to do. Let's get him where he needs to be. I got him on into his acting. So we're not going to do that. We're not going to do that. We're not doing that. We're not doing that. It's not cool. It's not cool. It is not cool that you could sit there and act like I brought nothing to this marriage. I brought nothing to our union. Our union is... I always been Teyana Taylor and Iman Shumpert was...
Why are we acting like the woman ain't brought nothing to the marriage? Y'all tell me that. Why these old bitter baby daddy, lazy bum ass dudes be acting like the woman has not brought anything to the marriage? Honey, why do they do that? Why do they make these women out to just be low lives? Like they just came needy with their hand out. Help me, please. Help me. Help me, please. Like the woman ain't brought nothing to the table. Baby, like the woman wasn't the table. They be acting like the woman wasn't the table. Huh?
In the NBA. However, our family dynamic, our union is what built household names. Let's be clear. This wasn't he worked his ass up in the NBA to fund her empire. Whoa, we're not doing that. We're not doing that. We're not doing that. No. I gave him a lot. I gave him a lot of grace and all of the things. And no, I see your comment. That is not the reason why he got fired off the shop. Iman getting fired off the shop, how would that benefit me? If he got child support to pay, how would that benefit me? Like, that's what I'm saying. Y'all literally looking for whatever y'all gonna look for to make something negative when the truth is right in front of your face. The truth is right in front of your face. Y'all was in a frenzy saying that I took him for all he got. I'm clearing that up and saying that it is not true. I paid for all my stuff.
And the thing about it is, even though she's coming out and saying this, it'll still be some flying monkey, miserable females that's tearing her down and saying it's not true. You understand what I'm saying? It's still going to be some women out there, no matter what, still making 15,000 videos saying that Teyana Taylor is lying. That's just the way it is. That's just the way it is. Okay.
Then y'all was in a frenzy saying that I tried to send him to jail. I'm telling you, that is also not true. I never demanded him to go to jail, and y'all still finding a problem. Which one is it? Which one is it? I've been protecting and fighting for Iman our whole relationship, our whole marriage, our whole everything.
Another woman that's been protecting and fighting for her relationship the whole damn time, trying to cover a whole bitter baby man, okay?
And that was being flipped on me. That's insane. That's insane.
Girl.
That's insane. Like just a few days ago, me and Iman had a whole conversation about, yo, I'm about to go in for this, boom, boom, boom. And I'm like, yo, we claiming that shit. We claiming that shit. You got this. You got this, baby daddy. Good. Like, you got this. Like, we literally are cool. That's why I'm really confused. I'm really confused. But people going to believe what they want to believe. Yeah, it's just like, it's not cool. It's not cool. And that's going to always be the problem. The lie is going to always be more relevant than the truth. And I get that. But I'm also fine with saying what I got to say. And then if y'all still believe the lie, then that's fine too. But how about this? Let's just stop leaking stuff. Let's just stop leaking stuff, y'all. I'm tired. And I don't want to feel, I'm not about to keep talking about this, and I also don't want to feel like I'm walking on eggshells, like, oh my God, I have a movie coming out. That means a fake movie is about to come out. Another thing about the divorce is about to come out. Okay, I have this movie coming out. Oh God, and we're just waiting for something to it's too much. It's too much. It's too much. It's too much. So no, I'm not rolling. I'm not rolling. And everything I'm saying to y'all on this live is exactly what I told Iman. Iman, we both know that's not true. You know good and well I ain't take all these luxury cars and properties from you. You know that. What do I gain out of making myself look like I took a black man for all he got? I said all of this in text. So what are we talking about? Please leave me alone. Like, I'm not about to address this anymore. Just please, whatever anybody's going to release it on your own time. Don't wait for me to have what I have going on for rumors to randomly start coming out. That's all I'm saying. Like, I just want...
He's trying to ruin her because he don't like men. No man, I ain't gonna say no man. No, I'm gonna say a narcissist, right? Or a bitter man want to see a woman succeed after him. Okay. They don't want to see that. They do not want to see a woman succeed after the relationship is over. They feel like they want to try to make it seem like she was somebody while they were together. But when they're not together, she's nobody because she was only somebody because she was tied to me. That's the narrative they want to push. Okay. A bitter man does not want to see, a bitter, jealous-hearted man do not want to see a woman win at all because he would be putting her through this.
I want it to be divorced. We're divorced and I want to move on with my life in peace. And I can't seem to do that if every once in a while, every time I got something going on, there's another rumor about this divorce that's sealed coming out, bro. It can only be coming from two places. It is either me or him. It's either me or him. Who is it coming from? What do I gain out of looking like I'm taking a man for all he got? I ain't going front. If I really did come up, bitch, that just would have been the way the cookie crumbled, bitch. But I didn't. So I'm not going to allow you to take the credit for everything that I paid for. I remember the day it came out of my account. I remember the day I was like, damn, bitch, that's a lot of money. I remember all of that. I don't give up. I got Bill Gates money. And some shit is expensive. I'm like, bitch, that's expensive shit. But at the end of the day, I worked my ass off and I was able to get myself all of these luxury things. And I was able to walk away with all of the luxury things that I paid for. And so was Iman. I didn't snatch back no gifts from him. I didn't do none of that. I can't control what he did on his side. But be clear, all of this was private until he leaked this divorce, before he leaked this whole divorce. I filed in issues to keep me, him, and the kids safe and out of the public's eye. One thing y'all always seen me do was go to the internet and ask y'all to please stay out of the group chat. Please mind your business. Please just give us the privacy to handle this accordingly.
Well, we know who didn't stay out the group chat, even after the first contempt, and the judge told them to. We know who didn't.
I've always pleaded for that. I've always pleaded for privacy in regards to our divorce, our separation, our ups and downs. So for y'all even sitting there being mad at me for doing a nice post after y'all was this close to canceling him, me going in and saying, yo, like, that's not, like, back up off my bestie, not too much, da-da-da-da. Like, I'm supposed to do that. We share children together.
She dating Aaron Pierre, that's Musapa. Aaron Pierre, that's Musapa. Yeah. Aaron Pierre, that's Musapa. Yeah. Aaron Pierre, that's Musapa.
Daughter that's on social media. I'm supposed to protect my family.
I know it's Mufasa, y'all, but I'm going to say Musapa.
At the end of the day, Iman is still my family. We're going to be family for the next 21 years. So it's going to be what it's going to be. Like, and the crazy part about it is even through all this, and as in closing, through all of this, Iman is still my family. I have nothing but love for Iman. But it is hurtful that he has not once stood up for me. He hasn't once stood up for me this whole divorce process. Like, he hasn't stood up. And I had to let the judge know, like, yo, this just gotta stop. And at the end of the day, you still violating court orders. We're not allowed to even discuss who got what or what you leaking information that have our private addresses on it, that have our kids' full names and where they go to school. That's too much. That's too much. But at the end of the day, I don't have nothing against Iman. That's my motherfucking family. And honestly, even through it all, I still look at it as gang. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't have no beef with Iman. That's why it's
yes, you're right, Loving Vibes. Loving Vibes said he'll listen to this message. Well, it's an old message. He listened to the message and like, yeah, she still want me because she said, I still got love for him. He my family. He will always be my family. In a narcissistic person mind, that equates to, oh, she wants me. She want my shrimp. She wants to bounce up and down on my little bitty wee, right? That's exactly what they hear.
Mind-boggling that all this shit keep coming out, and then when I'm addressing him about it, it turns into an argument. So it's only showing that one person is mad in this situation.
Woo! Only one person is mad. Only one person is mad. She said it seemed like it's only one person mad in this situation, right? The bitter baby daddies. They be mad. And they fucking feelings. They be mad. 20 years from now, I'll be like, I want to tell my truth. I want to get my truth out. That did not happen. Please believe me. It didn't happen. Did you take a lot of tests? No, because I'm afraid I'm going to fail it. But it didn't happen. Just believe me. Just believe what I say and move on. It didn't happen.
I sat in court and told them people that's like family to me. He said, she'll never be family to me. Cool. That's fine, but I'm not going to match your energy, bro. I'm not going to do that. I swear for Lord, anything. If I ever see Iman outside and look like some niggas is on his head, I'm jumping in that. Period. I'm jumping in that. I'm getting on that with niggas. Like, what? Are you shitting me? That's not my baby daddy before anything. That is my family before anything.
She said if she sees somebody attacking him, she coming for their head because she still want to, protect him because that's her baby daddy. He don't feel that way about her. Matter of fact, he said she ain't family to him at all, y'all.
What? Now, if he would do the same, I don't know. But I know where I stand. I'm not upset with Iman. I am hurt by how he has handled the situation, handled the whole divorce proceedings, including everything that's happening now. But Iman is my family, and Iman is the father of my children, and that's never going to change. That's never going to change. It's never going to change. So please just leave me alone, babe. Shit, I'm tired, y'all. Says Iman has been through way more scrutiny on social media than you. When a black man gonna get no, the problem is Iman ain't been through way more scrutiny than me.
And see, you see what the commenter said? The commenter basically was like, the black man has been through more scrutiny than you. So basically, how can you do this to a black man? I don't know where this came from, that campaign. How can you do this to a black man? Because what the fuck? How can you do this to a black woman? Are they trying to say black women don't matter? That's what it sounds like to me, because their focus is, how can you do this to a black man? Damn the black woman. They used to the black woman being cussed out, drugged, left for looking like filth or trash or whatever, used, abused. You know what I mean? It's how can you do this to a black man? That's how some people think. How can you do this to a black man? Damn the black woman, honey. The black women are unfucking protected, period.
Tell me what I've been through. How you tell me what I've been through? What scrutiny has he been in? How there's no way to be under scrutiny if every single time he's under scrutiny, I'm coming behind him and protecting him and uplifting him and saving him. But when I'm going under public scrutiny and threats by grown-ass men, you feel like it's best for you to stay quiet? What are y'all talking about? What are y'all talking about? See, the thing about it is we're in a time right now where men in general, and I won't say it's a majority of men who lacks accountability. And I feel like this has been the last few years have been a few years of just men just wanting to be the victim so bad, but then get mad when whatever it's gonna be.
Yeah, baby. Men want to be the victim and then get mad when the truth come out, is what she was gonna say. Okay. They get mad. They want to be the victim, but get mad when the truth come out. When you bring them real receipts to the table, now they mad at your ass. Oh, they be mad. They be mad. Oh, they be mad, baby. They be mad.
It's gonna be. Y'all niggas lack accountability, and that's the problem.
Exactly.
But there is,
like she just said, these bitter men lack accountability. They don't want to be held to the truth. Not at all.
Minority of men that will stand up no matter what y'all going through, that will stand up for the mother of their children, that will stand up for somebody that they once loved, that will protect his family no matter what. There's still men out there that is willing.
There are men out there. So don't ever think that all men are the same. The ones that won't protect their baby mama, the one they don't still, want to cover down on, those are the weak, bitter ones. Okay, there are men out there, like, let me just run that back right quick. She said there are men out there that's still willing to protect the mother of their children, okay?
That will stand up for the mother of their children, that will stand up for somebody that they once loved, that will protect his family no matter what. There's still men out there that is willing to protect their family no matter what. When I came to Iman and told him that I didn't feel safe, nothing else should have mattered.
Well, you hear me? Nothing else should have mattered. When you go to your baby daddy and tell him you don't feel safe, when you go to your baby daddy and tell him you got suicidal thoughts or whatever, nothing else should matter. Okay? Nothing should matter. If he was a good man, if and only he was a good man.
Even on this phone argument, I'm coming to you saying, yo, baby daddy, I don't feel safe. Like, niggas talking about they gonna off me about boom, boom, boom. I'm telling you, I don't feel safe. Well, back in 2023, when I did, what are we talking about?
Bringing up something from 2020.
What are we talking about? I've done nothing but protect him the whole way through.
And Iman bringing up something from 2023. Can you imagine somebody bringing something up from 2022? Make that make even sense, honey. That make them extra bitter with nuts in it, okay? Extra bitter.
You can Google Teyana and Iman's divorce. All you ever see me speak on is begging niggas to stay out of our business. Tell me where the lie is. All I've ever done was beg niggas to stay out of our business and stay out of our divorce proceedings. Even when he filed the motion to make our names public to the world, I literally went on and I blamed TMZ. I was like, y'all sitting there and y'all mind y'all business, stay out of the group chat. I could have easily said, you know what, it's really unfortunate that my ex-husband would make our divorce public. I could have said that. And it was in the bud a long time ago. I did not. I said, it's really hurtful that someone would leak it. Just please respect me and my family's privacy. Protected him. When all my utilities and shit was cut off, and it made it to the blogs, because it was in a court, so it made it to the blogs that Iman had all that shit turned off. Who came running to the internet protecting him? Iman ain't turned on them off. Ain't nobody turned up them off. We would never be sitting ducks. Boom. Granted, the shit was turned on the same day because me and my children would never be sitting ducks. But it's the problem.
What if bitter ass baby daddy have the lights turned off in a home that his kids reside? You got to be a dirty ass, bitter hearted man to get the lights turned off in the home where your kids sleep. When your kids sleep.
Problem that every single time something has came out, I've protected him, myself, and our children with love, respect, and grace. And none of that was reciprocated. None of that was reciprocated. And I really think that Iman know that for social media, my social media anxiety is through the roof. Y'all know I don't do this. Y'all barely see me live. Like, y'all know I'm shy as fuck. Like, I barely like red carpets. Like, y'all already know this social media shit gives me anxiety. So with Iman knowing that, he knows that pushes my buttons. Nobody knows this man better than nobody knows this man better than I do. Iman gets a kick out of this. What's happening right now? Like me being in this state, me having to even do this, he knows that.
That's a narcissist then. A narcissist love to see you spinning out of control. They love it. They get a kick out of the thrill, a hard on. You understand what I'm saying? He has narcissistic behaviors. I'm going to have to look more into this joker, honey. You hear me? Mm-hmm.
This blows my mind. I don't like this. I don't like this. And he knew that I would lead our divorce with my heart. That's what he banked on. He banked on my heart. And that's where I went wrong. I went wrong by still, calling him my family and still moving with grace and still saving him and still boom, 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 and boom, 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 boom. And he ain't, none of that was returned. None of that was reciprocated. None of that. I'm trying to keep this private to this day. And that's another thing. People's like, oh, well, you only want to keep it private so you don't have to show people what you did to him. Me wanting to keep private, I bought all my own shit. I bought my own properties. I put money into the. Okay, I just don't want people in my business. I'm forced to have to tell my business because him and his people, and maybe it's not him, maybe it's his lawyers, but y'all all still together. I don't play that. You have the control to tell your lawyers what to do. It's awfully strange how every single time something come out about me, it come out on the same blog. It starts off little, and then it gets bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. I have the proof that you're paying people to post this stuff. Like, come on. Like,
bitter baby daddies would definitely pay somebody to post some shit about their ex. I swear to Jesus.
It's a lot. It's a lot, and I'm done with it. I gotta go, y'all. I gotta get my hair done. I was a mess. Yeah. It's gonna be what it's gonna be. I'm never addressing this again. if anybody got any confusion, come your ass back and you can just watch what I already recorded. I'm not addressing this again. So I'm just letting y'all know now, I'm no longer addressing this. If anything else come out around the time that I have movies, sneakers, videos, whatever I got coming out, you know exactly what's going on. You know exactly what's going on. So, you know, I would like to live my life in peace. I really would. And I would like him to live his life in peace. Like, I hope that, you know, everybody can just move on and be happy. These fake rumors that's coming out, none of this stuff is from this year. None of this stuff is from this week. All this shit is old. Not only is it not true, but it's old. So it resurfacing magically during the time of accolades for me was just weird to me. It's just weird to me. And I'm really mad that I even have to be doing this. Like, this is too much. Like, my anxiety is through the fucking roof. I don't like this kind of stuff. So just like, please, I'm begging you. And that's another thing I want to say. Iman is extremely talented. I think he's an amazing writer, an amazing rapper. I think Iman is amazing at whatever it is he put his mind to, and I would like him to focus on that. Our names don't need to be attached for him to be great at what he's doing. And
she said our names don't need to be attached for him to be great at what he's doing. Well, I know another bitter baby daddy that don't believe that. And I don't think he believes that. I think Iman feels that his name needs to stay attached to Teyana Taylor in order for him to be great. Just like another bitter baby daddy we know, okay? They need their name to stay attached, even if that takes going back to court over and over and over and over and over again, okay?
Our names don't need to be attached for me to be great at what I'm doing. Our names in divorce do not need to be attached to one another for us to be great. So please, just stop. Just stop. Just please, y'all mind your business. Like, I don't want niggas in the group chat, bro. Like, I don't want that. Like, please, y'all, I'm begging y'all. Like, from day one, I've asked for privacy in this matter. I'm not saying I asked y'all to give me privacy in my whole life. That part's gonna be what it's gonna be. But in this divorce matter, in this matter of my family, I begged y'all for privacy from day one. And he took that away from me. So I'm begging y'all again, please, just give both him and I some privacy when it comes to this divorce. And honestly, this divorce is signed, sealed, and delivered. So hopefully this never even have to come up again. But please let him do what he's doing in peace and let me do what I'm doing in peace. I'm begging y'all. To let me get my back blown out in peace. All right, bye.
She said, I'm begging y'all to let me get my back blown out in peace. All right, bye. Teyana said, I'm begging y'all, please let me get my back blown out in peace. Why are y'all worried about who is blowing out Teyana Taylor's back, baby? She said, I want to get bent. My knees pinned to my ears. I want to get nailed to the cross. Let me get my back blown out in peace, baby. Okay. Look, Teyana Taylor said she's shy. I don't think so, y'all, because she damn sure said that. Let me get my back blown out in peace. Okay, can y'all please leave me alone? Stop talking about Aaron Pierre. That's Mustafa. Stop it. Okay, stop. She said she took me out when she said that. She did, right? She said, let me get my back blown out in peace. I'm going to need y'all to stop. But her bitter baby daddy is, like I said, he has filed a motion. He wants her locked up. That IG video right there alone is the reason why he has filed and said he wants her locked up, because he's saying you're not supposed to came out here and cleared nothing up and told these people that you came with 2 properties and we fixed up 2 properties together. You weren't supposed to tell everybody you bought all those vehicles. You weren't supposed to tell everybody that you make more money than me. You weren't supposed to tell everybody that you was the woman before you came into the relationship. You weren't supposed to tell everybody that I'm arguing with you on the phone about old shit that happened when we were married. You weren't supposed to tell nobody that. So he's upset and he want her in jail. He want her in jail. He want her. He's basically like, no. The bloggers were onto something and they were believing it this way. And I wanted them to continue to believe it this way. I did not want you to have to come out here and clear up shit. I wanted them to run with the narrative that I pushed out here. And because you came out here and cleared it up, you need to go to jail because now I look like a whole simp out here. Okay. That's basically what happened. He's mad because she came and cleared up the rumors. He's mad because what a bitter baby daddy doesn't want, okay? What they don't want is for you to clear your name, especially with receipts. They don't want you to post no receipts. They want the bloggers to take on their narrative, okay? If they bring it out here to the internet, if they said it happened this way, they want the bloggers to feel that it happened this way. You understand what I'm saying? Lord forbid that you have receipts. They do not want that. You need to go to jail trying to show receipts. Okay. Exactly, Shalandra. She wanted to come like Amazon Prime in peace. Okay. In peace. She wanted to come like Amazon Prime and they over here bothering her. Right. Right. So she's like, listen, don't push that narrative. You haven't came out not one time and tried to clear nothing up. So I'm going to do it for you. And he's like, okay, Your Honor, judge, throw her in jail. She wasn't supposed to clear it up. I wanted people to think that she was a gold digger. I wanted people to think that she took all my money from me. And that is the narrative that he's saying. She took my money when I'm in need. So he basically wants people to feel that she ruined his reputation. She took his bag, all of that. Only a bitter ass baby daddy would even think of such things to say. Because if he a real man, when she's gone, man, whatever she took, he'll get it right back. He'll build himself back up just like that. Just like that. Which means that he's not a real man. Why he ain't rebuilding himself? Okay? But anyway, honey, child, if we ain't think that before, these bitter baby ass daddies out here doing the most. But yeah, he want her in jail. So anyway, we'll follow the story, y'all. We'll find out what's going on. I don't think that the judge will lock her up because hell, he the one leaking the information. If she's the one that asked for it to be private in the first place and only 2 people know and the lawyers, well, if it ain't her leaking it, it's him. Okay. So he leaked it in the first place, but he wanted it to go the way he wanted it to go. But when she came out and said, no, we ain't gonna run with that narrative right there. No. Stop telling people that I use you. Stop telling people I came up because of you. Stop telling people that I took all your vehicles and all your cars when you know damn well they were mine. I paid for this shit. Okay? You was not the breadwinner. You did not take care of me. I took care of your ass and our children. Okay? But anyway, she said he got fired from yeah, he did. That's why they killed him off. Yep, he sure did get fired from the Shy. He did. He absolutely did. So he's a little mad in his feelings right now. You know, she said, yes, let's be sure to keep up with this story. I know she will win as well. Yeah, I don't think the judge is going to make her go to jail. I don't really think, the judge really want anybody to go to jail unless you are deliberately, continually disobeying the order. You understand what I'm saying? Deliberately. But, it's not going to really look good for him when she's the one that sealed it from the beginning and he asked for it to be public. But he did it because he wanted people to look at her as if she was a gold digger. Like, God damn, you took 6 vehicles from him. You took 3-4 houses from him. Like, you did all of this. He had to pay you $1 million, this, that, and the other. But he didn't want her to tell the backstory. Nigga, you paying me $1 million because you wrecked my Rolls Royce. You totaled it. You totaled my $400,000 car. And then you owe me money from other things. Okay? So because of that, he wanted people to just run with what they were saying. Oh my God, she took him to the cleaners, all those vehicles, those cars, $1 million. Damn, Teyana Taylor, with your greedy ass. And that is the narrative that these men want people on the internet to think. Just like Robert, he wanted people to think that, and this was the funniest part to me when he came out here making people think that he had $1 million or even close to $1 million. When, you know, he wanted people to think that he had $1 million and Briana took all his money. That's that weak ass, lying ass shit. You know what I'm saying? He really wanted people to think that he was a millionaire at any time in his life. And he'll say things like, I made $1 million in my lifetime. He must be talking about from when he was 1 until he's 44 or almost 44, right? He played them little word games because this nigga know he ain't never touched $1 million in his life. He's never earned $1 million in his life. Unless he talk about every cent he's made, even including his lunch money, his school money, birthday money, all that shit together may have been $1 million. But that joker wasn't a millionaire, and he wanted people to think that he was. He wanted people to feel like he was a millionaire, and he was not. Okay? So with that said, you know, they want to push a narrative. Just like those bimbos be like, oh, you know, Briana took all his money. Well, what happened to it? Where is it? Then he want people to think, oh, Bree spending my money on Janelle. What? It's not true. They want to push a lie. They want to push a lie. They want to cover up the truth. Okay? And right now, what we're seeing in the LaTruth case, he's trying to cover up the truth. You would think that because he was asking for custody and this, that, and the other, that he would have closed off the case before now, right? He would have closed it off so nobody would see it. But he wanted everybody to see that about Briana's father because he wanted people to bash her for it. And that's exactly what they're doing. His boy, his buddy that he talked to on the phone, 2K, right? He literally read all the information about Bree's father on a bigger platform. And that's what he wanted. Remember, that's the same thing that he asked Jenny to do, put it out years ago. A few years ago, he asked Jenny to put it out. Put this out about her father. Put this out about her father, right? He asked Jenny to do that. But the reason why it ended up in 2K's panel is because that's what he wanted. But he thought that was going to ruin her, and it didn't. No big blogger picked up this shit. I said big blogger. You heard me. I ain't talking about somebody with no 40,000 subscribers that's 4 foot tall. I'm not talking about them. No big bloggers picked up the story. Epic fucking failure. Epic failure. It didn't hurt Bree. And that's the thing. They want Bree to they want to hurt Bree any way they can. Any way they can. They want to hurt Briana. So they're like, ooh, let's hit her with her daddy. We know she loved her daddy a whole lot. Bree dusted that shit off her shoulder and said, okay, next. And it is what it is. It is what it is. Nigga, you knew about it already. Why you playing? You been knew about it. Why you lying to these people? I just found out about it 2 weeks ago. Nigga, you a whole line and a half. You a whole line and a half. Prove that you just found out about it 2 years ago. Like you ain't asked Jenny to put this information out. Like your sister didn't go on Tasha K. 1.3 million page. Like she ain't do that shit. You understand what I'm trying to say? He just want to lie. So now he want to close it off when she got to answer that shit. She has to answer to all the shit that he didn't accuse her of. And her answers come with receipts. And he don't want people to see the motherfucking receipts. Because, baby, I was ready. I was ready. I wanted to see it all. I wanted to see it all. Okay? I wanted to see it all. But I'm going to tell you something. I'm going to tell you, him or his sister, the Dawn of the Dead, oh, they don't want the truth to come out. Mm-mm. They don't want Briana to have to respond and it be seen by the public. Why? Because they want to push one narrative, one side. They want, you got all these Looney Tunes over there. Oh, he's standing on business. He's standing on business until when? Huh? Until the judge say, get this bullshit out of here? Huh? Until the judge holds him in contempt for trying to charge somebody for contempt for the same motherfucking order that he's in contempt of? What? Make it make sense. That's why I say his supporters are a bunch of delusional ass Looney Tunes. All of them. Delusional ass Looney Tunes. Not one solid thinking person over there has said, damn it, how are you going to charge her with contempt on the same order that you in contempt of right now? Huh? How can you do that? Nigga, you're in contempt. You've been out here subbing her. You just went to fucking Snapchat the other day claiming that she's not letting you speak to your daughter on the phone. Huh? You just did that. You think no one got the clip. You think no one got the clip of you ranting about her just the other day. You got to be quicker. You got to be quicker. Then you don't want nobody to know you're not paying child support. Your sister done already told people that you're not paying child support. We knew you weren't paying child support. Look at the income that you turned in to people. You make $2,800 a month. Well, you damn sure can't pay your rent and pay child support. But you the one out here lying, telling people that you paying child support. You's a whole liar. It just proves who you are. You are the liar that you always been. He don't want us to see him make an excuse. Oh, Your Honor, the reason why I'm not paying child support because this. He ruined all my income. And then you got to prove that shit, nigga. You got to go get your bank statements that how much money you was making in the marriage. In the marriage versus right when the divorce was filed versus now. Nigga, you capitalized off of divorce. But you fumbled the money. You didn't do right by it. You didn't do right by the money. So now you mad. And you want to say, oh, I can't pay child support. Now, nigga, go get a job. Go get a job. But the frivolous claims was for his supporters. So his supporters will think that he's trying to stand on some type of business. He ain't standing on shit. He's standing on lies. That's it. That's all. He is standing on a pile of lies. Okay? With sugar on top of those lies. That's it. That's all. That's what he's standing on. Bunch of lies. He ain't standing on shit. Okay? You want people to think, oh, I got it by the balls. Nigga. You're wasting your time. Just like this fella is. He's wasting his time. There's no judge that's going to put Teyana Taylor in jail for 20 damn days because she wanted to clear up her name. Not going to happen. She wanted to clear up her name. She wanted to clear up the rumors that he is allowing to happen or allowing to be said. She said, no, I'm not going to sit here and allow you to keep on allowing these people to say, I took everything from you. I took all your money, nigga. I didn't take all your money. What money? Okay. So Tatiana, like, listen, it is what it is. I believe at this point, I mean, I don't think she wants to go to jail, but I mean, she's looking at it like if I go to jail for 20 days, I go to jail for 20 days. Because I'm not going to allow you to run with that narrative that I tried to take all your coins because it's not true. Only the bitter baby daddies that come out here with some type of shit like that. You took all my money. That's why you want to say you broke. They want to be victims so bad, so bad, so bad. They want to play a victim, right? But they don't even realize how you're going to be a strong person and be a victim at the same time. Joker, please pick a struggle. What you going to be, strength or victim? You know, Iman ain't no victim, just like the truth is not a victim. Okay? The relationship has been over for a year, and she's like, why are we still addressing things from 2023? Well, goddamn it, I'm pretty sure Briana is like, why are we addressing things from fucking 2022? Right? But anyway, with that being said, there's way more bitter baby daddies out there than we thought. There's way more bitter baby daddies out there than we thought. Okay. She's no more can Bree unseal them. You know, I'm sure she probably could. However, I don't think that she should. You know, I mean, you know, it is bobbing kids. You know what I'm saying? I don't think she should. But we know that if it gets leaked, we know where it come from, right? Right. However, with that being said, even though we may not know the whole thing, what we will know is the outcome. Because when we see Mr. Walter with the kids, you know, just put it like this. He did that because he know he can't win. Okay, I'm just going to be honest with y'all. He know he does not have a case. All those frivolous ass fucking charges or contempt orders is bullshit. All of it is bullshit. He did that as a scare tactic. He did that for intimidation. He did that for control. But what he did not realize is the judge frowns upon that type of stuff. The judge looks at things like that, like, oh, you're not even trying to be fair. Because let me tell you something. Let me tell you, be honest with you. Things that you should hold someone in contempt for is some serious ass shit. You know what I'm saying? Not no frivolous ass shit. You know? She told people I'm not paying child support. No, that's frivolous. Okay, that's a hurt your feeling. That's a, oh, I'm embarrassed type shit. No, you hold people from contempt like they're not allowing me to see my child. They're not allowing me to be a parent. Okay, like real shit. Not no lie. You understand what I'm saying? Not lies, but real stuff. You know what I mean? Real stuff. You can't wait. You can't just get mad and in your feelings and be like, oops, you know what? I want to scare you today. I'll scare you this week. I'll scare you this month. You can't do that. You know? You're going to hold somebody in contempt like, I wasn't able to see my child because of this. Like real shit. Real shit. Real shit. Okay? So anyway, but, you know, nevertheless, what she say, he can't show the judge any major collaboration before the divorce. Listen to the clip on DM Live from Friday, Saturday night. Truth be still. I think that's what you said. Child, I would not go over there and listen to no DM Live, and I don't even see how y'all do it. I would not be listening to no DM Live. Hell to the no. But I will say this, his supporters are going to be very upset because I do believe that they think that he's going to get custody of Momo. I do believe that they think that her daddy is not going to be in his granddaughter's life. I do believe that they think that she's going to get a fine and he's just going to walk away scot-free. That's not going to happen. Trust me when I tell you that. Okay, they're going to be very disappointed. Okay, they're going to be very, very disappointed that he filed a frivolous ass, useless ass, retaliatory contempt order. And I don't understand why their dumbass is not saying, well, wait a minute, you're in contempt. You just created a whole page called the LOUDTalkerz saga. Make that make any kind of sense. This nigga created a whole page called the LOUDTalkerz saga, and his dumb supporters are signing up to it like, oh yeah, come on, drop it. He made the cover photo, him and Briana. Pictures of him and Bree. How sick is that? He can't let go. Unfortunately, he can't let go. I don't know what's wrong with these men that don't know how to let go, but he doesn't know how to let go. You know? Anyway, she says, if he really thought Bree was a liar, then he wouldn't want everyone to see it. Then only proves he got something out. Exactly, it's Miss Key. If she was a liar, then he would want everybody to see her answers. Exactly, girl. You said that. If he was a liar, he would leave it open and everybody would see Briana's response. He doesn't want that. He absolutely don't want that. She said, how many motions did Justin file? Because he lists several times. Yeah, Justin filed, I want to say 4 when I was covering it. Now, I don't know what he's done since I stopped covering it a little bit, but 4 motions. 4. You know? They do it as a scare tactic, though. If you're dealing with a woman that is not as forthcoming like me, because y'all know I'm a damn... They just wouldn't be able to play with me like that. But sometimes you get these women that just, want to just, I don't know. I don't even know what you call it. Like they're not as vicious as I am, or not as matter of fact, put your foot down as I am. So they play with these women. They play in their faces. That's why Justin playing Cora face. That's why the truth playing Briana face. They don't play in people face like me. Because they know I come back and I'm gonna hit hard. Honey, my contempt charge gonna be hard as fuck. Raise your hand if you like me and you're not about to let nobody play in your face. Raise your hand if you know that you will not allow somebody to play in your face. She said, why is the judge allowing him to make it private? It ain't no telling what he said. We'll find out. We don't know. Ain't no telling what he said. You know, she said, not as cutthroat like me. And he would do anything for a corner view alike. He loves drama. He acts like a love-struck teenager. Yes, he loves drama. I'm talking about love drama. And then be like, I don't like drama, nigga. You love drama. You might not like it. You love it. He loves drama. Okay. That's what he wants. He loves drama. You know, let me tell you something, y'all. Listen to this for a second. For any man, y'all, I want y'all to take this one home with you, okay? For any man that will lay in the bed with his shoes on and his clothes on, with a woman beside him, I'm talking about a whole nother piece of ass. Even if it's an ant booty, it don't matter, right? And watch your ex, new boyfriend, ex-girlfriend speak about him. Let me say that again. I ain't trying to confuse the fuck out of y'all, right? I am not trying to confuse the fuck out of y'all. But listen to what I just said. Anytime your ex lay in the bed fully clothed with a piece of ass beside him, watching his ex-wife's new man, ex-girlfriend speak about the ex, then he turns around and show the camera. If it wasn't the most obsessed thing ever, he literally watched Jonelle ex-girlfriend speak about Jonelle. No one thought that shit was weird. No one like, wait a minute, why are you watching Christy speak about Jonelle? It is sick. That's how you know he loves drama. So if y'all think for one moment that he's not watching me right now, well, you're wrong. He probably got me on the big screen, baby. I'm on the big screen. That's what he did. He laid in the bed beside fucking Sage in the damn city. That bitch. Sat there and listened to Christy talk about how Jonelle wasn't a bad guy to her. I know he had to feel some type of way because he thought Christy was going to drag Jonelle. He thought Christy was going to say Jonelle was a whole beast. But she didn't. She said, he didn't treat me like that. He was a good man to me. That's what she said. You know what I mean? So at any rate, he laid there and watched it. And when we hear Desharia, when we hear Sierra, when we hear Sierra Mama, when we hear other people say that every time they go around, all he talks about is Briana, I believe it. I absolutely believe it. I believe everybody that this man come in contact with, his main story is Briana. He talks about Briana. He can't stop talking about Briana. And in my opinion, the reason why is because I truly believe that this man lost one of the best things that ever happened to him. I'm going to play a video right quick, and then we're not going to stay on long. But I want to play this video right here. Let me see if I can get it. Hold on. It's just a little bitty clip. Damn, I got so many clips. Hold on. I want to play this clip because you know how people that blog on his behalf, right? They try to make it seem like this man was so worried about Briana. Before I play this clip, let me just say this. The people that blocked for him made it sound like this man really wanted a divorce. He wanted out of his marriage because Bree was this horrible ass wife. She was this horrible ass person. And that she could have got him KI'd on the night of the 911 call, the day of the 911 call. He wanted people to believe that he hated her because of that. Okay. Now, this is almost 1 month after the incident. Almost 1 month. It was in November. The incident happened October the 14th. Actually, this is more than a month. Hold on. Hold on. Okay, it was a month. So 30 days after the incident, okay? 30 days after the incident, right? 30 days after the incident. Now, people, now listen to this. If you hate your wife, you don't want to be married to her no more. You're mad about the day of the 911 call because that's what they want to try to pretend that 911 call, she tried to get him killed. I want y'all to see his reaction afterward when he was profiting off of what happened on October the 14th of 2022. Okay, here we go.
So deal with your marriage. Blessings to you and your family. Right. Turn the cameras off. Deal with your marriage. Blessings to you and your family. Right.
So y'all see that? Somebody told him turn the cameras off and go deal with your family, and he's act like he was crying and said, "You're right." Listen to this again.
So deal with your marriage. Blessings to you and your family.
Go deal with your marriage.
You're right. You're right. Turn the cameras off. Deal with your marriage. Blessings to you and your family. Right.
Look at the cry. But see what they do. Let me leave it there for a minute. What they did, they tried to go break down every video that Briana did, and they pointed out all the fake crying, right? They said, "Oh, she wasn't crying here, she wasn't crying there," right? Even though we seen tears, they said it was fake tears. This joker sniffling and everything ain't got a tear in his eye duct. His tear duct is dry, okay? I'm talking about dry, right? Not a damn piece of water whatsoever up in there, okay? But yet they don't point things out like that because they want to try to make it seem like this man wanted a divorce from Briana because of what happened on October the 14th. No, that's just not true. They were still sleeping together. They were still meeting up with each other. Okay? He thought that he could do a Kevin, give her ultimatum, and thought that she would agree to any fucking thing that he wanted her to agree to, and that shit backfired. Okay? That's why he's still in 2025 stuck. Can't move on. Because he fumbled his marriage. He know he ain't gonna find another woman that's gonna pay all the bills and then go put $3,000, $4,000, $5,000 around his neck and let him go to the strip club and throw dollar bills at bitches. He fumbled. Now he got to pay them bills himself, and he see how hard it is out there in these streets. It's a struggle to pay your own bills. It's a struggle to try to floss and keep up a lifestyle that impress the internet and pay these motherfucking bills. Even me, I get a retirement check and I know that I will not be able to live the way I live now if I didn't have my husband's income too. Okay? When you go down to that one income, baby, you got to go live like you only have one income. He doesn't want to live like he has one income. He want to still try to pretend like he got Bree's money, and he don't. That type of life is behind him. That's why he wants to relive this saga, because this saga gave him more money than he's ever made in his life. Let's listen to this video one more time. A month after the tow incident, after the 911 call that he now says she could have ended his life, he didn't start screaming that right away. They were still fucking, and he was still pretending like he was in love. He didn't want to lose her. Let's play it again.
So, with your marriage, blessings to you and your family. Right.
They told him to turn the cameras off and deal with your marriage. This nigga ain't turned a camera off yet. When have y'all ever known for him to take one day off since October the 14th, 2022? Not one. Has he ever taken a day off? Has he ever came out here and not post, not video cammed, not dropped a video? This nigga has not taken not one day off. He has never turned the camera off. The camera is what ruined his marriage. And that's what he doesn't understand. It's the camera that hurt their relationship because he was too busy trying to put on for the camera. He could have said, fuck these people out here. This ain't got nothing to do with them. It's me and you right now. It's me and you right now. Let us fix this and then we can go back live and keep getting this bag. But it's me and you right now. He never said that. This dude, the woman, whoever, turn them cameras off. Deal with your marriage. Turn the cameras off. He doesn't know how to do that. All them necklaces around his neck or whatever. He was living how in a hog. He don't even look like he wear clothes that he iron anymore. All them shits look like they come from the $7 store. He don't even dress the same anymore. He be wearing matching granddaddy suits. Fits. It ain't even the same no more. That shirt look like you could just pop it one time, all the wrinkles are gone. That shit he have now, if he sit down on it, he gonna have a crease. Let's listen to it one more time. Money make you look good. It make you look real good. And when you don't have no money no more, it make you look like you eat bologna sandwiches.
So, your marriage, blessings to you and your family. Right.
Now, when you fake crying and you blowing too, honey, you know you faking, baby. He should have been in a Tyler Perry damn movie. Because, honey, when I tell you, old fake ass liar.
Cameras off. Deal with your marriage, blessings to you and your family.
The way he swallowed. What type of joker? What type of joker just sit there and pretend? You right. You right. You right.
Resolve. Deal with your marriage. Blessings to you and your family. You're right.
So those people across the street, you guys, right? That sit there and say he didn't want to be with her because of the 911 call. He wanted a divorce within the first year of marriage and all this bullshit, which I know that's old, right? It's old. But that's how you know he's full of shit. That's how you know he's a fucking liar. That's how you know all this shit is just for coins, for views. That's how you know that. That is how you know that. All this shit is for coins and views. And now he wants a redo, a do-over. He wants a do-over in the LaTrue saga so he can make another bag. That's what he wants. He's like, damn, I fumbled the opportunity to make a bag. Blew it all. I just want to redo the saga one more time so I can keep a few coins in my pocket. That's what he's looking for. And that's it, and that's all. Okay. Anyway. Y'all, thank y'all for pulling up. Again, Teyana and Briana battle. They have bitter baby daddies. They have men that are stuck, don't want to move on, don't want to co-parent in peace, want to use and weaponize the court system, want to come out here and lie to the internet or, allow the internet to, form a narrative, and they keep running with it. And it's a shame. It's absolutely, it's horrible and it's a shame, And then you have some women out here that won't see it at all in the woman's favor, but they'll see it in the man's favor because they got a vendetta against women. And most of the time it's because they look at the woman as whether she's pretty or she's more successful or it might just be because people love her more, So he says still wearing a watch prepaid for. Yeah. And he wears the same motherfucking chain every goddamn day of his life. Them bitches don't move. They don't move. They don't move. He probably bathed in them bitches, put them on. Like, most people change out their shit. You know what I'm saying? They say, okay, I done wore this for 6 months. Let me take this chain off and let me put this one on. Them shits he done wore every day for the last almost 3 years. And he gonna wear them. He gonna continue to wear them. I don't know if that's what y'all do. I don't know if that's a man thing, but baby, for 3 years he been wearing the same motherfucking chain. Okay. Anyway, child. She said, "Where's the video of you copying him crying?" Oh, I got that one. It's in my stash. He doesn't have anything to switch it up. He don't have no one to switch it out on. It would never be another saga. They would be windmilling by themselves. I'm over it. It's not going to be another saga. We are not going into another saga. Hell to the no. No. Absolutely not. I don't even think that the supporters want another saga. I just think that he wants another saga. You know what I'm saying? He wants another saga because it puts money into his pocket. But I did find it funny that yesterday he was like, my team be doing this and my team be doing that. And I just thought that was funny because he basically is saying that he got low budget, starving content creators working for him. But he taking their supporters' money. He taking their supporters' money. He was never supposed to come over to YouTube to shake the can, but that's exactly why he came over to YouTube. He's like, oh shit, hold on. He's already told people like Break Room and a couple other people that those were my supporters that y'all had, and I helped build your platform. Y'all remember when he said that? And that's how he feel about every single one of those people over there. He feel like those are his supporters and he helped build their platforms. And that's why he says my team. Okay. So all those flunky supporters over there, content creators, they work for him. They're beneath him. They're his minions. And then you got their minions, right? So it's layers to the minions. It's layers to it. You got him, then you got flunky content creators that can't branch off on their own, right? And then you have flunky supporters that look up to the flunky content creators. And then you have him being a flunky because he doesn't want the truth to be put out there, right? So anyway, I don't know. I don't know what type of day y'all had, but I had a marvelous day. Very marvelous, and I'm pretty sure I'm gonna have a marvelous night. I hope you guys do as well. She said, I don't see the hype in this guy. I'm over this loser. Yeah, well, there is no hype in him. And the reason why I talked about him today, because I just really wanted to compare him, especially after y'all told me to go listen to the Iman and Teyana case. And I'm like, well, goddamn, aren't we dealing with one of them right now? So it just made me think like, God dang, it's the same person, except for now, I do want to give Iman some credit. Okay, we cannot take away credit for Iman. At least Iman is a real celebrity. Iman is a real celebrity. Didn't he play in the NBA? I think that's what it was. He got his career in the NBA, but I do believe that he was on other shows as well. You know what I mean? So I believe that he's a real celebrity and he has real coins. Okay. Now he may not have the money he used to have, but I still believe that he gets some coins. All right. So there is a difference, She says, but this is the dumb question, but can Bree make everything public? I mean, I don't know. I'm assuming that you probably can request it, but whether she should or not, my thing is, I would say no. I don't know. What do y'all think? Like, I just don't think that there's a need for anybody to know what's going on. But here's the thing. Well, let me take that back. We're going to find out anyway. You understand what I'm saying? Because, it's some people that will be going to court. They're going to go to court or whatever for moral support. You know what I mean? But anyway, so I'm sure it's going to come back one way or the motherfucking other. But however, I just don't think that at this point, he wants it sealed because he doesn't want Briana response shown, even though he knew what he was doing when he uploaded, his so-called contempt. You know what I mean? His so-called contempt. But I also think that he wanted it closed because he didn't want nobody to know that, well, his sister already told everybody he's behind child support, but he wants to try to blame it on Briana. Okay. So, but he would have had to admit that he lied about it, and he didn't want to have to admit that he lied. Okay. So anyway, she said, "It's real shit going on out here. Diddy having someone urine in Cassie mouth." Ooh, Lady V. Oh, Lady V. You know what? And we missed the opening statement, so that's because I took on Teyana today. But I need to go and listen to the open statements of both of the prosecution and the defense, if they both did it. I know it's supposed to start today, but I don't know how far it went on. But I definitely want to hear it. So, again, just so you know, I will be in court on June 3rd if the public can be there. But June 3rd is, I don't think that's the date, is it? I don't think, is it June the 3rd or June the 2nd? I can't remember. What's the date? What's the court date? June 2nd or June the 3rd? He said he built the sisterhood, not Let's Go 2026 Cruise Orlando. He said he built the sisterhood. Well, oh my God. I think it's June. I don't know. I keep seeing two different. Oh yeah, Candace Lloyd said June the 3rd at 1:30. She said it was changed to June the 3rd. Okay. But anyway, y'all, nevertheless, and I also did this video because let me tell you one thing. Tell y'all something. Y'all, my internet sister called me today, and I'm pretty sure she probably listened to me. Hold on. She said he ran out of lies to tell and no, she happy with her new babies. He hate to see her happy with that nasty ass attitude towards your wife. He got to get his karma. My internet sister called me and said, no, don't post nothing. Just pull back. Pull back. No, we're not going to feed him. Then she's going to take her ass over to her page. Her ass over to her page, even though we said we're going to hold each other accountable and just move on, right? She said, hey, Jenny, if you're in the bushes. Okay. Y'all listen. The internet sister gonna tell me to pull back. He wants your energy. Don't give it to him. Don't, just move on. He wants your energy. I'm like, you know what? You right, sis. You right. You right. You are so right, sis. Thank you for reminding me. You are so right. And then what she do, y'all? Then sis went over there and was like, just the listen, it's hard out here for a pimp, baby. When I tell you it's hard, but I'm gonna tell y'all something though. I don't want y'all to think that we just be going back on our word, right? I don't want y'all to think that we be going back on our word, but I will say this, okay? I will say this. Listen, sometimes them damn supporters make you want to pop out and show something. They come over in your comments and they say bullshit like that's why he shut your ass up. They come over to your comments and be like, that's why I'm glad he stood on business and shut your ass up. And you just have to show them. And I know we shouldn't, right? I know that that's not, we don't have to prove anything to none of them. But let me tell you something, how you have to handle a bitch. Hold on, y'all. Let me close these blinds. Y'all know I don't like sitting in the dark. Hold on. No, I don't know who's watching me. Baby. No, indeed. No, indeed. I wish I had remote control lines. Okay. But anyway, y'all know I got a whole office. I don't have to sit in my kitchen. Anything anyway. But no, what I was saying is, she said something that Jenny well, it be the people that come over into your comments and they say bullshit. Like, that's what you get. I'm so glad he shut you the fuck up. I'm glad now you can take your ugly ass on or say something, something like that. You just be like, you know what? And you don't even move or nothing when the first person said it to you, or the second person, or the third person, or the fourth person, or the fifth person. But then you get to the 10 and the 20 people and they saying that shit, and you be like, little bitch. Little bitch. First of all, he ain't shut me the fuck up. I told y'all I was voluntarily shutting up and moving on. But since you bitches don't know how to leave well enough alone, you know what I mean? But anyway, she said his supporters will be giving him another dime after, won't be giving him another dime after June 3rd. Listen, they're going to be so upset. But they may not, honey child. They may not. She said, read my comment or more when you're done. Well, where's your comment, Miguel? Let me see, baby. She said, I sent you another story of a home invasion. The owner was charged. Oh, my God. Was it the one I went over yesterday? The 27-year-old? I went over that one. Oh, home invasion? Was it a home invasion? Oh, let me look. I mean, I'm probably not going to go over it right now, but let me just look what you're talking about. Let me see, baby. I think you sent it days ago, right? I don't see you in here. Oh, right here. Okay, hold on. It said unavailable. It says unavailable. Send me a screenshot of it. It says unavailable. I don't see it. She said, I felt Tinkers tapping on my shoulder today. I was about to let loose on that ninja. All she did was send me some praying hands. I said, okay, God, I'm calming all the way down. So my internet sister called me and said, don't do it. Just, okay, send it again, Miguel. She said, don't do it. It's okay. That's what they want you to do. They want you to spiral more. Don't spiral. Don't give it to them, sis. I said, okay. All right. You right, sis. We moving on. We moving on. We ain't going to say nothing about that old rusty, dusty ass man or whatever. He doing this shit because he want us to pop off or whatever. He think he doing something, but baby, the court sees through all of that bullshit. And that's what he don't understand. And that's what no one is over there telling him. You know, one thing, let me say y'all this right quick. Then I'm going to get back on subject. One thing I noticed about the people across the street, and I don't know why for the life of me that they feel this way, but they think more is better. Have y'all noticed that? The more contempts that I put in, the better my case. Bullshit. When has anyone ever had more contempt charge? Let me shut up. Let me just shut up. She said, why do Robert Old Well Fargo? She said, because they are pea brains. Exactly. She said, yep, I noticed that about them rats. Exactly. They literally think to me, they think more is better. They think that if they, oh shit, let me just do more. Let me find out some. Justin did the same thing. You remember? Justin filed 302. Was it 302 or 304? 302 pages in a contempt order. Or was it 314? I think it was 314 pages in a contempt order. Y'all remember that? Justin filed 302 pages and thought he did something. They like list all this shit. Boom, 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 boom. And had his supporters like, oh, yes, you got her now. Oh, my God, you got her. This is going to be good. You got her now. All because they thought more was better. That's right. It was 314. So he filed that and he was happy about it, right? He's like, oh, I got her by the balls. I got her by the balls because it was 314 pages. And not a damn page mattered at the end of the day. Not one. What a pure waste of time. Waste of time and money. Because let's if we're going to talk about it, let's really talk about it. Was it not a waste of time and money? It was a pure waste of time and a pure waste of money. That's what it was. And he did it. He did it for intimidation. He did it for a scare tactic. He did it for her to spend coins, for her to spend her money. She raised $77,000 for a lawyer just to have them read the motherfucking divorce decree that was already in place and told them to stick to it. $77,000. That's a lot of money, y'all. $77,000 just for the judge to say, stick to your divorce decree. You know, and it wasn't even dismissed with prejudice, meaning that, you know, it wasn't even, hold on, somebody just sent me something. It wasn't even dismissed with prejudice. It wasn't even dismissed with prejudice, meaning that if he gets a wild hair up his ass, he'll do it again. She said, Justin said he lost because he was white, and RH gonna say he lost because he's black. Yeah, I do. I said that too, Robbie. I agree with you on that. I do agree with you on that. That's exactly what he's gonna say. He's gonna say the system is set up against the black man. It's not this. It's not designed for the black man to win. They always side with the black woman. The black man is the victim, and then he's gonna go on and do a Jerron Hurt. You know what I mean? Do a campaign, and y'all know Jerron Hurt and put out 4 different GoFundMe's, right? 4 different GoFundMe's. Jerron Hurt, and he says, "Let's bring the boys home. Let's bring the boys home. Let's bring the boys home." He been hollering, "Let's bring the boys home," without telling people he failed the drug test. He been hollering, "Let's bring the boys home," without telling people that, you know, he got found in contempt and had to pay $50,000. He was, you know, he been hollering, "Let's bring the boys home," without saying The GALs found out that I was alienating, parental alienation against my boys, telling my boys that they mama left them and stuff like that. He's hollering, let's bring the boys home while he out here lying, saying that his sons are starving and his sons out here as healthy as ever. 4 different GoFundMes because he became a victim. And he became a victim and didn't want to go back to work. But let's think about it for a second, you guys. This man was making $40,000 a month. I didn't say a year. I didn't say every 6 months. I said a month. $40,000 a month. And he had to go back and work for Comcast or whatever the cable company it was. $40,000 a month from the internet versus having to go work maybe for $25 at a cable company. That's a big difference. Who want to digress like that? He didn't want to be at that job. So what did he do? He played on the strings of, guess who he played on the heartstrings of? Women. He called them aunties, remember? Aunties. Aunties, I need y'all right now. Aunties. He called them aunties. And what did they do? Give him money. Why? Because they thought he was going to bring his boys home. They thought he was going to win. Bring the boys home. That's his campaign. Let's bring the boys home. Knowing that he has lost all parental rights to his children. Right? And guess what they said? The same thing. But all the videos that we've seen showing him being a great father. He was a great father. This is crazy. He loved his kids. Just because what you see on the internet, a man taking photos and videos of his child, hugging on him, kissing him, playing with him, that doesn't equal that he's a good father. Stop thinking that shit. People can set up the internet cameras or whatever to make it look like anything. A person can be a homeless person and can make it look like they fucking rich. Setting up a camera don't make it true. Same thing they said. Oh my God, but I saw him being so loving to his sons. So loving. He was so loving. Yes, and he was also telling the boys that the mama left him. He was also telling the boys, you can't talk to your mama. You know? He was also telling the boys to say this about your mama, say that about your mama, say this about your mom. He lost his kids trying to get her out their life. So don't let the internet fool you. Don't let the camera fool you. Don't let these fucking weirdos out here fool you. Oh, I'm such a great dad. Oh, I'm such a great man. Oh, yeah, when that camera is on. But when that camera off, boy, bye. Okay? Anyway, she said, Brisha asked for attorney fees back because he will continue to do this, make him pay. Well, I will say this, there is a thing that you can do, and that is ask the judge. And I want to say, didn't Montel Hope baby mama do this one? What's her name, y'all? Drop it in the chat. Melanie. I think Melanie asked the judge to stop Montel from being able to file these contempts because he's another, oh, I want my baby mama to go to jail type nigga. But I think now he has to ask the court before he can file any motion. Okay? Contempt motion. So there is a thing that, if she can ask the lawyer to put in play before he could just go file motions and wasting time and this and the other, he would have to go before the judge first and get permission to file that motion. I don't know exactly what it's called, but I know it's called something. She said, just like he did during the divorce, kept coming up. Exactly. And when I pointed it out during the divorce, they told me I was lying. Remember they said I was lying when I counted all the motions, and I just read from the paper, and I counted all the motions he has filed, and they said I was lying. They said, you lying on that man? That he did not file all those motions. Yes, the fuck he did. He the motion king. He want to be the king so bad. He's the motion queen, the motion king, whatever you want to call him. He is the motion king. He loves the foul motion, but that's what narcissists do. That's what narcissists do. She said, "More, you have to stop giving him info." What am I giving him info? I'm really, that's against him. He doesn't want that to happen. He don't want it to happen to where he has to go before the judge and ask for the foul emotion. He doesn't want that. That would hurt his feelings because he won't be able to come out here and put on for the internet. Rhea ain't trying to put on for the internet. She's trying to peacefully co-parent and move on with her new life. She has a whole new life. You know what I mean? So she said, "Can you play what Tasha K said about that man? About Iman?" I'll do it tomorrow, Robbie. She said, "But he claimed to have moved on and it's over her." Girl, if you believe that, Rashida, girl, bye, please. That's just not true. Okay? That's just not true. That's just not true. He ain't over Bree. Montel ain't over Melanie. Iman ain't over Teyana. Okay? They bitter. And Justin ain't over Cora. They bitter. They bitter because they fumbled. Okay? Remember Justin came out here and said, "I'm going to divorce her because she's a ashawo," or whatever the hell, right? He said he wanted to divorce her. She filed for divorce in June, and he's like, "Oh shit, I wasn't gonna really divorce you. Like, why'd you do this?" You know, he was mad. And she filed for divorce. He did not want a divorce. He just wanted to scare her. These men gonna learn today, baby. They gonna learn today. Stop playing, stop playing, stop playing. But anyway, she like, "Nigga, you said you was gonna do it, so I'm gonna make you stand on it." She said, "No, I was being sarcastic." "Oh, I know he hating himself and punching the, oh yeah, you right." "Oh, that's what you was being sarcastic when you said, but he claims to have moved on and it's over." Exactly. That nigga ain't moved on. She said, "We know one thing for sure. He said he was going to torment her for the rest of his life." Yep. You know, so anyway. But thank y'all for pulling up. We're gonna, continue to follow with Tatiana, but it ain't gonna be no everyday type thing. But I will go and find out what Tasha K said about her, or the interview, or whatever what she said about Iman. And but I'm also gonna find out, about the opening statements for Diddy, see what's going on that end. And I think you sent me another story. Let me look at it right quick because you just sent it again. Let me see. Oh, somebody sent me. Oh, it looks like. Oh, it looked like Sherelle is putting out some information. Oh, she's spilling all his little brokey financial. That's what he need to go fund me for right here. Hold on. You know what? Wait a minute. You know what? I'm laughing because karma. Mm-mm-mm. How is this? Hold on. Let me see. Let me see how many this is. Is it the same one? Hold on 1 second. Well, who's in contact with Sherelle? Sherelle needs to go and take his address down. She can get in so much trouble with that. She needs to go and cover up his address immediately. Immediately. She cannot keep this address up. You can't do that. She got to take a part of his name off. So either she's going to have to cover up Robert or Hampton, and she's going to have to cover up his address, or she's going to get in trouble. She need to do that immediately. So anybody in contact with her need to tell her to cover up his address and a part of his name. And she said it's an old address. Let me see. No. Well. That's the same address he sent me at the nope, that's not an old address. Well, hold on, let me see. Nope, them damn apartments, them college dorm ass apartments. She need to take that down. Somebody tell her to take that down. That's his new ass college dorm. Okay, so she need to take that down. Just being honest, she need to take that down, cover it up, something. She gonna get in trouble. Okay, so somebody, but I'm not even gonna address this because we already know he broke. This was already in the court paperwork anyway, so I'm not even gonna address this because I've already did, you know. But I guess he said shit. It's either rent or bills at this point. She said it's public record though. Yeah, but for social media purposes. I know on YouTube, I don't know about Facebook, but on YouTube, that's one thing that you can get taken off of your page. They'll take the whole thing down. I did it before. Actually, one of my good videos that I did on Quora and them, it got removed without even, they didn't even give me a warning or nothing. It's because it said because I had put up, that was before I, really knew better. I had put up the name, the fucking address, I had all that, and they took it down and said it's too much PI information in there. But that's YouTube. I don't know if Facebook is the same, but if I was her, I would just go back. It's too easy to edit it, cover it up, and then just put it back. She said she knew what she was doing, so Facebook let her have it. Okay, well, all right. She said, more do the judges give broke parents custody asking for a friend? Well, I mean, unless he gonna use it or be on Section 2. He said that wasn't him. Oh, girl, you better stop. Are you kidding me? Girl, stop. Just don't say it wasn't him. Say it ain't so. Did he for real? Girl. She said they make fun of Bree about the Wells Fargo thing, but they ain't saying nothing about him being sued by the multiple people. Now, of course they ain't gonna say nothing. They over there probably like, God damn, we looking crazy out here. Of course they ain't gonna say that shit. They gonna sprinkle sugar on top of all his shit. So he already came out and said it ain't him. Girl, that's the same address on my damn fake ass cease and desist. That's the same fucking address that's on my cease and desist that he was jumping up and dancing about yesterday. You been served. You been served. You been served. Hey, hey. You been served. You been served. You been served. Hey, hey, hey. You been served. You been served. You been served. There you go. You got people out here bigger fishes to fry. You got bigger motherfucking fishes to fry. Before they come take your motherfucking table out your house. They gonna take your damn bed, your bedboard, your baseboards. You better stop playing. They gonna take them air mattresses up out of there. They gonna come for that leather white couch. You better stop playing, yo. Stop playing, yo. Stop playing, yo. You better stop playing. He says she's pulling up any Robert Hampton saying it's him. Oh Lord, he denied that. He's such a liar. Pants on fire. Well, the address is absolutely the same that he mailed this typed up, not TPO, but typed up cease and desist from the state of Florida. Anyway, stop. He pulled up multiple Facebook pages trying to notice it's a lot of RH. He did that. Lord Jesus, take the wheel, child. That's him, honey, on Lakeview Drive, child, Lakeside, Lakeview, Lake somebody. Let me see what this damn thing says. It says Lakeside Drive. Child, stop. Honey, just quit. Just quit. Just quit already. Same damn address. She said, why I have a feeling he's out your name in them documents. Feeling he got your name in them documents. That's why he sealed them. I don't care if he got my name in the documents. It won't be the first time because that old ant booty asshole go to court telling people that bullshit or whatever. It's not about. Could he get in trouble lying, saying he was in the military? I mean, I don't think so. I don't think he can get in trouble for lying. If he could get stolen valor, if he dress up in the military and get, I would think if he's getting benefits or some sort, he probably could. But they would have to pursue it as such. It's not like an automatic thing. They would have to go after him for that particular reason. Did y'all see the doc showing he was not in the military like he told the Jeep people? She said, if I was making $70K a month, there is no way I would be broke and pay less than $20K in loans. Yeah, no. She said, more a little off the subject. Did I hear you say someone in Mexico from the sisterhood the other day? If so, tell them to drink bottled water only, not their tap water. Okay, yeah, it is. We do have a sister in Mexico that live in Mexico. So they tap water is contaminated. He said they will build and defend his team. Oh yeah, they're gonna defend him all the way. Oh, you did? Okay, that's cool. She said, I'm lost. What document did he hide? I'm sorry. He hid all the court documents, all of them. He didn't just hide just the one he just filled out. He went back and hid them all. He went back and hid. Well, he requested that the whole thing is hid. But he did it after allowing people to drag Bree about her father, a situation. He made sure that he timed it at the right time. You know what I'm saying? So, but this is after he's already drugged her and he's allowed people, to form their own opinions and shit like that or whatever. He did this shit on purpose. Allowed it to go to 2K. So more, how can they say RH doing this big one with striking pages, but when Bree do it, she's crashing out? Yeah, because they just a bunch of hypocrites. You got to know that. Yeah, when Bree strikes, she's just wrong. She crashing out. She's being a crash dummy. But when he strike, oh my God, let's throw him $5 more. He's doing such a great thing. Fuck out of here. They want something to be proud of him of because he's been out here being a complete clown, jackass for the last almost 3 years, So they want something to be proud of him of, and they don't have much. So the fact that he struck our pages, but we are, I wonder what they're going to say when we appeal every last one of them, right? When it comes back, are they gonna say, "Oh, let's take away the fact that he did his big one"? They just do that. They need a win. You know what I mean? They've been losing so much. You know what I mean? They just so used to losing that they need a win, and they'll take anything for a win, honey. They're probably over there making 15 videos. They just need a win. You have to understand when losers, when they get an inch, they're like, "Oh my God, we got something, honey." Please, they just need to feel like they have something. Okay? They don't have nothing. She said, who cares about him hiding? It's hiding it. It's supporters saying they going to court. And please. So will the court documents from their courts in June be sealed? That's the one that he stole. He stole the whole thing. The only thing that you can see is that he filed something today, and that we don't know what it is, but he filed something today, and it's an additional to what he's already filed. So he filed. It looked like on May the 2nd or something like that. Then he went back and added some more, and then he went back and filed something else with a bunch of different complaints. So this is his third filing in one contempt, but it's several contempts. You know what I mean? He did several contempts in this on this one day, several contempts, but it's a lot of it is lies. Just all of it is lies. Really, to be honest with you, every last bit of it is lies. Now, I'm not saying every last bit of it, like as far as all the details about certain things is lies. That's not necessarily true, but the way it's manipulation is what it is. Like some of the stuff is just, he's saying, "Oh, I didn't know," or "You didn't give me prior notice," or "We didn't agree to this." Those are lies, absolute lies, and you know it. She said they saying they're going to court so that they can come back and put the info out after he gives it to them. It's funny as hell. She said, read my comment. Truth be still. Let me see. And then I'm going to get off. She said, Amore, I was saying he didn't think this out. If he is in contempt too, he can go to jail also. Let me just say this. You are correct. He did not think this out, okay? He did not think this out. So I will say that, right? You are absolutely correct. And it's funny to me how they celebrate this as a win, knowing god dang on well that this man is in contempt. Multiple, okay? Multiple. She said, trust me, Briana is the motherfucking receipt queen. She would have that last lap. Anyway, I'm about to get off. She said, what makes me mad is he does, but she never filed on him when she should have filed contempt charges on him. Because let me tell you something. So the judge doesn't like when you're just being petty. Okay. The judge don't like that. The judge don't like, let's just say something small. You know what I mean? The judge don't like just pettiness. They like when you're in contempt because it is hindering a peaceful co-parenting relationship. Okay. It's hindering parenting to your child, not just being petty type stuff. They don't like petty stuff, right? He's being petty. Okay. He's definitely being petty and retaliatory and intimidation, all that stuff. And he did it because he knew that he was in violation and he tried to beat her to it. Okay. But at the same time, the judge see who's trying to be peaceful and who's not trying to be a peaceful co-parenting. That's why I said so I agree with you. What you said, as far as what did you say? I can't remember what you said, but you said something like, I can't remember. She said, more stop it. I can see right through you're laughing. You hate keeping from us. What are you talking about? She said, I'm glad it's playing out the way it is because he's showing the judge what Bree needs her to see. Exactly that part. She said, more was our surprise. Okay, you know, I can't talk to y'all right now. Honey. If I give y'all a surprise, you best believe it's going to be behind the gate. Gates, baby, the gates. Taking him back for not paying child support is not being petty. She could have been reported that. She doesn't need to go back for that. There's an enforcement that you go to. You don't have to go back to court for that, baby. You ain't got to pay a dime for that, baby. It's called child support enforcement. She doesn't need to file contempt over that. That's an easy fix. But anyway, y'all, I love y'all, and I'm going to talk to you. Oh, hold on. Thank y'all so very much for blessing my channel. Dupu, appreciate you, baby, for your $4.99. Tinkerbell, hey, LOUDTalkerz family. Hey, Tinkers, are you back yet, girl? Thank you very much. Sonia C, thank you very much, honey. Reese Cup, baby, she said you are the GOAT, and I like how you come with the receipts. Hey, girl. Thank you very much. Me, and ain't going nowhere. Family for life. Thank you, girl. 20 months. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about right there. I'm talking about. I appreciate you, girl. We got Benita Spears in the hymns. Thank you. She said, the GOAT. I miss you back, girl. Thank you very much. We got break room in the house talking about Aaron Pierre. That's Mufasa. No, Aaron Pierre. That's Musafa. Thank you, baby. Then we got me. Let's get it in. 17 more super chats to stay unite. Thank you, baby, so very much. Then we got Carmelita. Good content and more. Keep up the good work. Thank you, Carmelita. Appreciate you. Then Levette says 17. Let's go, LOUDTalkerz. Have more me her go. Thank you so very much, Levette. Appreciate you. Then we got Keep Bringing Awareness more. I love it. Thank you so much, Margot. Appreciate y'all. So anyway, listen, I'm about to hop off. I got to take care of a couple of things. And she said, Bree smarter than what y'all give her credit for. Trust and believe. Oh, no, I know Bree is smart. She said, I said she should have been reported and not filed contempt. Oh. His baby girl going to dislike when she understand what he did to her mom on social media in a few years. I believe so. I wish I could go to court. If I lived there, I would go right to court proceedings. Girl, we all need to know. Have a good night. Love y'all so very much. Hit that thumbs up button on the way out, and I'm gonna talk to y'all later. Love y'all. Bye.
Because they can't make $1 without mentioning down one of our names.
Jay! She kept talking about that family.
Hoes over there.
She kept talking about that family. 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 That family. She kept talking about that family. Talking about that family. These motherfuckers don't be wanting to bless on them.
Because they can't make $1 without mentioning down one of our names.
Talking about it, talking about it, talking about it. That family. That family. That family. That family. Jay! That family. That family. Talking about it, talking about it, talking about it.
Dollar.
Talking about it, talking about it, talking about it.
Child, we finna talk about this with Amora.